Are you ready for a vacation that will make all your poker buddies jealous? Set sail with Texas Card House for 7 days of sun, fun, and poker on March 26th to April 2nd, 2023. Sailing out of Galveston, Texas, the Royal Caribbean Allure of the Seas is one of the most awarded ships in the world. As you sail for 7 days with Texas Card House with stops in Roatan, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. Sun, fun, and oh yeah, non-stop poker. Texas Card House is bringing their world-class staff on board for 7 days of cash games, tournaments, and no matter your skill level, we've got games for you. Texas Card House Poker Cruise, Royal Caribbean, Allure of the Seas. Cabins are going fast. Don't get left in port and miss the vacation of a lifetime. For full details, visit TexasCardHouse.com. Naughty or nice this year? Well, don't worry, we're not checking our list twice this holiday season. Because at Texas Card House, it pays to be playing poker with us. The Naughty or Nice Bad Beat is here. Under the tree, you'll find a jackpot starting at $20,000 that rises each day, with the qualifying hand getting easier and easier to beat. No one goes home with a lump of coal. Instead, everyone gets cold hard cash in your stocking. Everyone checked in and playing at any Texas Card House wins $100 when the Naughty or Nice Bad Beat hits. Sorry, Auntie May, your fruitcake can't compare to the Naughty or Nice Bad Beat. Spend your holiday season with us at Texas Card House and win. The Texas Card House Naughty or Nice Bad Beat is here.
And we're live. Good evening, everybody. It's Ben K and Derek Data Ing coming to you live from Dallas, Texas. Texas Card House. We're playing quarter 50 no limit hold'em. We're excited to be with you tonight. Hope everybody's having a good week. Data, how you doing, man?
Pretty good. Yeah, I had a great New Year, great birthday, great holiday season. A lot of stuff happens in December for me.
That's right, because you and your family's birth, like you have multiple.
Me and my sister, actually. My sister was born on the 15th. I'm on the 29th. Then of course New Year's, or Christmas, then New Year's. So a lot of festivities going on.
The party never stopped.
Yep.
Love to hear it.
And actually, my sister's boyfriend is also born in December too. So it was just like back to back to back.
Dang. I hope you stayed hydrated. Yeah. Excited for everybody to join us tonight. We've got a new platform that we're running the stream on, so I hope you enjoy some of the new functionality, some of the new graphics. Pretty savvy. This is my first foray into the new system, so go easy on me.
Yeah, it was a great trial run on Saturday. So those of y'all that tuned in on Saturday, hope y'all enjoyed the content that night, and hope to continue that into our cash games tonight. A quarter 50. High stakes Tuesday.
Any chin says Derek is short-handed. Hop out of the booth and onto the felt. You're rolled for this game, right?
No.
Quarter 50.
I'll need to sell 99% of my action. How's it going, Danny?
Complete this $250 PLO bomb pot.
Looks like it's headed to Edison.
Bomb pot or flip?
PLO flip.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Edison stacking the first 1,500 of the night. Make sure you hit the like button on the YouTube stream if you're in the YouTube streets. Same with Twitch. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you hit subscribe. I'm putting out content 5, sometimes 6 nights a week here on TCH Live YouTube channel. And again, this is Texas Card House in Dallas, Texas. One of many Texas Card House locations in the great state of Texas.
Got a lot of familiar faces tonight. Got Izzy, Paolo, Addy, Edison, Safine. Man, the gentleman in the 60, his name keeps escaping me, but I know he's played our stream multiple times.
I think the last time he played, he had a swaggy Christmas outfit.
Yes, yeah.
When it comes up, I'll make it remember it. Addy back in the mix, weathering the Peck downturn, back in Dallas playing poker.
Always a pleasure to have Addy here. Izzy from Joazzy, as they say.
Very much a character, generous guy. Let's see what smoothies he buys for everyone tonight.
So you've been in the room then when he's bought smoothies? Okay.
Yeah. Harris in the mix. Jay. That's right.
Yes, that's right. Appreciate everyone tuning in early tonight. Rena, Skuldone, Danny Chen, of course, Frank, Poker Monkey. Thank y'all so much for your continued support of TCH live stream.
Happy New Year to everyone.
Robert Baldwin.
Izzy bought in 50K tonight. Oh my
goodness.
Pretty substantial.
Looking to cover the table.
Let's see if we can see some 20K plus pots. Huh?
Half the table, actually. It's a group viewing session.
Definitely a statement when you buy in for that amount, saying you want to cover the whole table. You know, telling table you're not afraid to gamble a little, get stacks in, win some big pots.
So we put this to work. So Jay's pulling out cheddar cheese. Maybe he's just finding time.
There on the top right of the screen, you can see our game runner Mallory. Shout out to her for putting this awesome game together.
Big ups to Mallory, working hard to this game.
Y'all know him in the y'all know him in the dealer box. Janik, fastest dealer that I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's,
What does the blue mean?
Yeah, what is it? Why is it blue?
he's up there.
Doghouse already?
Bring up the manual.
The button?
The button, yeah.
Oh, the blue is the button.
Blue is the
I
button.
think so, based on
Blue
what
is
I've
the
seen
button.
so far.
You see the blue? You see his green? And those white.
Rescan
light up.
one more time. Here we go.
Change anything?
I'm just gonna leave it up there.
Alright, so tell me now, right?
Seriously.
Wait, everyone's at a.
We all rescan as well.
Jesus.
Wait, it didn't get it?
This is the limit of this.
Now we're good to
Get a new table.
New table. Jesus Christ.
All right, we're good to go. This whole section here,
Just 2,000
Izzy,
black.
he's just got like all the chips in the cage in front of him. He's going to raise it 200 with 9-6 suited.
It's so weird because it's
Kind
like
of a cool thing that I don't know if anyone's told you yet. You see how the green is lit up underneath the player?
That's who it's on?
That's who it's on.
That's dope. Keeps everybody accountable.
Yeah, I think, you know, Izzy kind of joking a little bit. I think it'll take him a little time to adjust this new table, but I think in the long term, it's a good thing.
Yeah, 100%.
Got a lot of good things coming to GCH Live.
2 tens and top set from Addy after the 3-bet pre. And he's just going to continue right away. Izzy, unfortunately, whips this board. If it's small enough, Addy, Izzy might float one. Because it's just a very dry board, and he does. What a flop for Addy. Sweet mercy. 3 clubs on the turn, brings in a gutter ball straight.
I love the little
Draw
light
to
show.
Izzy. What happens if Addy checks here
I'll tell you.
with the basics nuts? Izzy blocks the actual nuts. $2,000 bet, pretty strong from Addy continuing. Izzy knows that it's pretty hard for Addy to have 5-6.
I think you got it. Oh, you got ace high? Ace high might be good.
And he does decide to lay it down.
So whenever, like,
4,500 US headed to
yellow. And then
Sir
after
Addy
the turn came out, it went back to green.
of the West Coast.
It was like a little show. So I was like, this is dope.
I was listening in the background.
That was really cool.
It's like a show.
Yeah. Once we get the hang of it, I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, once we get the
see.
hang of like pushing it forward, it's weird because like my chips are here. I feel like I need to push it
His
here.
earnings need to even out.
He's using this one too. So that's like
Calculation hasn't happened yet.
because this is completely useless to me.
Yeah.
Like I'm never gonna to go like that. It's ridiculous. This is where I was at. So why would they put one right here?
Dealers are gonna try to hit
This is already critiquing the brand new assets, so we haven't even
Correct.
gotten all the wrapping off of the.
Well, they had the tournament thing.
The
on
new
Saturday.
product.
Yeah.
It's not like this though. Well, actually, it's the same shit. Same thing.
Good to go.
I mean, you saw that, right? I think the sensors are so sensitive. As long as you pitch like over it, even if it's like in the air, it picks up the cards.
Oh, wow.
So, I mean, you saw that. The moment he finished pitching, it was ready to go. So
Yeah, that's
I think the sensors are great.
That's
you know.
nice. Yeah. And it's always annoying when it looks like the players are scanning their cards and the cards just don't scan, and now you're just playing in the blind. Poker is a lot less interesting to watch if you can't see the whole cards.
Absolutely. And another aspect as well is we found this out, or I found this out on Saturday for the tournament. You know, if there's like a misread on the old system that we had, Tyler would have to go through and manually remove those cards from that player, and then ask them to rescan or do whatever, or input them manually. Here, even if it misscans on another reader, you just take the cards and scan on your proper reader, and then when they scan on their reader, everything's good.
Nice.
It takes on the most current scan.
Nice. Technology, man. Izzy's going to lead it to deuce 3-4 flop and take it down with ace queen high. Bluffing with the best of it. Man, back-to-back BK ads on the front end of this stream. Y'all are for sure going to get sick of my voice. Those are always weird times when my family listen to me voicing over those ads. Yeah, man, still feel uncomfortable about the amount of times I said naughty. For the naughty or nice bad beat jackpot, which is still going on. You said up to 49K. Aces versus something. Beat by a straight flush.
A few waters, thanks.
Thank you.
Is that not true?
I'm sorry? I was listening to
The bad beat jackpot, it's up to 49,000.
Correct, yes, $49,000. Currently, aces full of fives, beat by quads or better right now. So yeah, I mean, the next few days, once it gets the kings full of queens,
Seems apt to be.
or kings full of aces, I guess. Yeah, kings full. Once it gets the kings full of aces, then it's like anyone's game at that point. Then then you can have boat over boat, aces full, beat by bigger aces full.
Sweet.
Makes it easier, right? Yeah.
This is going to continue on the queen 3-3 board, ace 8. It's a thing with 2 sevens going nowhere. 10 of diamonds on turn.
Edison, definitely a player we've seen, fire multiple barrels with just air. He should know this board's a lot better for his range here, so he's going to put a lot of pressure on Safine's sevens here, unless Safine might sniff this one out. Maybe he might put him on ace-king.
Small bet, 175 on the 10 of diamonds turn. I guess he thinks that the queen's not going anywhere anyway, but maybe ace of spades on the river sucks out.
Nice river for Edison. Be really tough for him to get some valley here, so not many draws that he can rep that missed, right? The king jack straight got there. Obviously any ace X got there.
It is a $25,000 starting stack, 15-minute level tournament. Registration's open for the first 2 hours and the break.
600 and an immediate fold.
Really good card here, really bad.
It is your responsibility to protect your hand. Please don't
This is going to take down a nice one. Nice when you get there when you're bluffing.
Don't say anything that may influence the action or talk about the action. Text or the
131 of y'all in the live stream with us right now. Thank you so much for tuning in early on this Tuesday evening. Got Derek and Ben Kirby here in the booth tonight.
What's up, everybody?
Hope everyone had a great holiday season and a great new year.
A little bit of a stream break, but we're back. Taking no breaks until the holiday season next year, or this year. A lot of consistent streaming week over week.
Sorry.
Lines are 100, 100 with a 100 big line entry.
Unsure what just happened. J to 150, Izzy called pre, and it comes 336. Eight of diamonds on turn. Ten of spades on the river.
Similar hand.
Similar bullshit hand.
That was a very interesting hand there.
Yeah. Sounds like they may have just hit the bad beat. The way people are exclaiming outside.
Adrian Perez here. All new faces. Where's JD? Where's Dong?
Where'd you guys end up
I imagine a lot of them
last night?
could be on vacation still. I know last time when we had our holiday stream with the ugly sweaters, I think JD popped in chat and said he was sick, so maybe he's still recovering.
I don't want nothing unhealthy. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I hate eating unhealthy.
I know whatever
before you
crud
go
I
to bed.
caught, I was
The
sick
worst
for
thing
like
to do.
what felt like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I think I got whatever you had because I'm on the tail end
She
of
was
that.
like, yeah,
Oh,
I didn't
no.
want it. She's like, I'm like, is it good? She's like, yeah, if you like $2,000 and it's white.
Story checks out. Story checks
The
out.
story checked out.
Stuff in this stuff.
I apologize if I got you sick.
Oh, you see someone what?
Like after you scan it, it'll turn green, but if it's still like white,
It sounded like they just hit the bad beat. I wish somebody could confirm.
They
They just did hit the bad beat.
Are you serious?
Just right outside the door.
it'll make things more smooth.
So somebody just won like $24,000.
How do you know someone hit it?
I just heard everybody screaming, and then John. Oh, he said no.
Maybe it's a football game or something? I don't know.
Maybe.
No, it's Tuesday. There's no football game tonight.
Is there a bowl game tonight? Maybe not.
Some fun hands here. Edison waking up with the kings on the button.
Finally, some premiums.
Definitely a good spot to put in the 4-piece here.
Raise to 11. Harris gonna lay the ace-5 down. I wonder why it shows.
Yeah, it might be a little. Stack sizes seem like they're a little off. Or the stack sizes are right, the earnings are off right now.
Yeah.
I was playing with some Fiend Maxim on the 1025, and then they convinced me to put like $2,000 on the over. We're all having a great time, we're all doing it. Next thing you know, we look up and there's an ambulance.
JD is in the chat, says hello everyone. What's up, buddy?
All these things should be green. Everyone's showing red. That was
Oh
action.
yeah, because it'll turn green for a second, and then after that it will like go to the action. Once the action is good, the green light means
Ace Jack for Jay, raising it to 150 on the low jack. Addy suited KJ, 3-piece to 450.
And that was just because of the hit.
Yeah, like you just, they said that he had exertion, like he was overworked, he had like, you know, fluids in his
Heads
arm,
up.
whatever, like the impact of the chest. Same
Here
thing
comes
happened like
Queen
6
Jack
years
4,
ago.
all
The only player
spades.
ever died had the same situation.
Both players with a pair. Jay
He caught a ball.
free rolling Addy a bit, it feels like.
Caught a ball and just died.
Yeah, definitely loving this flop here. Second pair, not flush draw. Never drawing dead with his hand.
The whole day.
And he makes a very good check here. Oh,
Deuce, right away. Right away.
no sweat for Jay. The nuts immediately on the turn. And Jay's gonna go ahead and lead this out here.
Nut flush.
It was horrible. I couldn't even play anymore. I left at 10:30. That's like one of the reasons why I got
Addy
upset.
will
I was
make a
like, I was
call
so
here, and he is
frustrated.
already drawing dead.
We're
So
all excited. I mean, I never put a
see what happens on the river card here. 7 of diamonds.
Yeah.
One street of value. Jay gonna check over to Addy.
Bigger things, obviously, yeah.
He's a little sneaky with the nuts. He must know that he can't get paid if he bets river, so he's gonna check sheepishly. This might induce Addy. Oh baby, this is playing right into Jay's plan. Nice check on river results-wise from Jay. Gonna immediately raise. Maybe somewhat of a timing tell, bumping it to like 2,500.
Almost a min click here, and this is super annoying for Addy, but he knows he's never winning a hand here. Never, always beat.
Props to Jay. I mean, you got an extra $1,100 on the river, which a lot of players maybe wouldn't get. If you have your hand on the river.
Yeah, that was a really, really high IQ check there, I think. I mean, I think he explained it perfectly right. He knows that he has the nuts, right? So really much the only way he get paid there is if, you know, he gets Addy to bet with maybe king high flush or, you know, bluff at it like he did there.
Got him. Now to
Corey
the love of that one,
Forbes,
Jay.
hope I'm saying that correctly. How far are y'all from Rockwall, Texas?
It's like 40-ish minutes, a strong 30 minutes.
What's a light? What's a weak 30 minutes?
If the bridge is clear and people aren't losing their minds on that freaking Rockwall bridge,
Oh, I-30.
I guess, yeah, 30 going east.
150?
Actually, when I was still doing engineering, I did the design for that road.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's how I
man.
know that area so
I
well.
used to office right there in that Trend Tower in Rockwall, and you'd just watch the traffic. You backed up for hours. I mean, that could really screw you if things go wrong on that bridge.
Yeah, it was like a widening project too, because yeah, it was only like a 2-lane road
Yeah.
all the way through.
Yeah, so brutal. Interesting turn card. Harris picks up straight, flush draws. Go along straight and flush draws. Well, the board. So he picks up a flush draw is what I'm trying to say, along with his pair of fours.
Addy was still in the lead here. He's gonna like to bet turn. Maybe trying to get value from some spade draws. You know, maybe pocket sixes. You know, some hands you can still get value from here.
It was black, but the wrong suit.
I think Addy has a clear check back here, unless he feels like he needs the bluff, but I think it's a little too much showdown value. Not really turn your, yeah. Nice hand.
How long were you gone for, Paolo?
Thank you all so much for tuning in tonight.
Almost 200 watching tonight, 22 minutes into the stream. Ben K and Derek with you for the next 4 hours. And excited to be doing so, playing some high stakes poker. We're gonna have some big pots tonight, as we always do. As the night progresses, more of these stats will be more relevant. As we get a little bit of a sample size built up for each player. Izzy with 10-5 when folded to. Auto raise, any two. I'm assuming for him. Raising it to 200.
Yeah, if you're buying here for $50,000, you're looking to play some pots.
You're not looking to lose an opportunity to buy the button, so to speak. But it didn't work out this time with Ken calling on the button behind. Pretty connected board as Jay flops an open-ended straight draw. 6 of clubs makes things interesting for Ken, having straight and flush draws. King of clubs. Izzy just has stone nothing. Interessante. So playing some power poker right away. He's going to raise it to 800. It gets Ken to fold the best draw. And it gets Jay to fold. Show the 10-5, bro. It's Izzy's world.
Playing the player, as they say, not the cards.
That was some Doyle Brunson stuff right there. It's like, just raise them. Make them feel the pressure.
Corey Fork says, thank you, I'm working there. I live in Houston and play a lot there. I heard y'all have good games there also. A lot of theirs in that.
But yes.
Yes.
Lots of great games. All the TCHs across the state.
Edison going to open the action here. King, queen of spades. Safine not going to fold his ace jack. Going to come along. Izzy with the pocket sevens. Jay kind of priced in now with the 5-3 suited. Addy with a great hand. Jack 10 of hearts. We're going to go 5 ways to this flop here. Welcome to Texas Poker. It's come ace, 3-3. Trip threes for Jay. Top pair for Safine and a nut flush draw for Edison. He's for quite a few of these players here. We could see a big pot brewing as Jay has the best hand here. Only with 52% of the equity here. He's definitely going to want to clean that equity up. You know, put in a raise to try to, thin the field a little bit. You know, he's just gonna slow play here. Just gonna slow play. 8 of diamonds. Not gonna change anything. Really gonna put Safine in the rough spot here. Ace-Jack, still a very good hand here. Still get value from spade flush draws, weaker ace-X holdings. Don't see how he doesn't bet here. Give it the action. He's going to bet 900. And I think Jay needs to put more money in here. You don't want a spade to kill your action. He just calls again here. Now, Edison here, getting quite the price here. 900 to win a pot of 4,000. Not the direct odds to make the call here, but Safine with 8K back might have the right implied odds if he hits his spade. And he agrees he will make this call here. Looking to hit that spade. 10 on the river here. Can't be Safine's favorite card. Now losing to hands like ace-10. See if Jay decides to donk out here and try to maybe miss spades. And if he does decide to do that, I want to see him go for a larger sizing and try to put Safine in a really tough spot.
A lot of people have been sick right now.
It's that time of year.
Okay, he just checks.
I mean, they're getting criticized. They took so long to
And if it checks over to Safine, I imagine he's going to check back this river card.
We all said that right away. Like, the quarterbacks are saying,
And Jay will take this pot down with his trip breeze.
4,000, pretty nice for the 3-5 suited.
That's a flop.
Hey, sneaky with these nutted hands.
Nice hand there for Jay. David Carwell in the chat. Do you think you will ever do a PLO live stream? Maybe you've done one before and I missed it. We have. And if that's something that you want to see, definitely let us know if you're interested in the chat. We definitely.
We've done several in the past.
And they always seem to be a lot of action.
Always. But also, it's not everyone's cup of tea. I really enjoy it. I also don't know as much about the game. I can't weigh in maybe as much in terms of strategy.
I as well. I'd give probably opposite strategy what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
But it's fun to watch because there's so many more possibilities with all the different combinations of hands. But in the same breath, it's hard to commentate as well because there's so many cards on the screen. And this is an interesting flop for the Jack-10 where you're double-gutted, backdoor heart draw. Paolo's hand was nice to begin with, not the flop he was envisioning.
See if Safine here decides to put in the check raise. It's tough to do that against a player that has the range advantage on his board. So he's just going to decide to call.
And Paolo just hasn't played any hands tonight. Your hearts.
Oh wow, what a spicy turn
This
card.
feels like a value hand now for Safine with just the mega combo draw.
Double gutted now and the heart draw.
Watch it comes 6 of diamonds.
Good deuce.
9 of diamonds.
Now it's just ace.
Yeah. This is so brutal when you feel like, how do I miss this hand?
Safine had 40% on the turn.
That sucks. Just blast full pot, try to take it down. And he does. 1,700.
That check back on the turn might have given Safine the green light they try to go for here on the river. And it's going to work out here for Safine. Nice hand for him.
Yeah, way to make some lemonade out of the lemon results on the river. The thing about no limit, you can always put a big pot-sized bet out there or more and try to take it down with pure aggression.
Jay with some kind words here. You guys are amazing. Welcome back. You guys get me through my nights. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay. That's very kind.
Appreciate your support, and that's all we can ask for here is you just showing up here. And
Oh, is that it? I'm screaming on table 16.
Can we qualify for the...
Can we get $100? Yeah, we're locked in, bro.
This is why you stay clocked in big jackpot.
So hilarious watching people play for $50,000. Be like, wait, did we just win $100, bro?
I mean, they just took down, what, 49,000 collectively? That's pretty good.
What is the percentage?
We're playing. We got a piece of that shit.
We get $100.
We got $100, guys. That hits. We're in.
Again, raise it
He
to
just
50.
said no.
Pizza money.
Hello, Jack.
He's saying no.
God damn it, I'm getting
No, no. They said no.
Zane's saying no. I believe it.
That's the ultimate slow roll. Thinking
Oh,
that
they must have not realized that they had to have both cards as pocket pairs.
I mean, those two dudes were hype as fuck, dude. They're high fivers.
Yeah, the way they hug each other, it might
They're like chess
it doesn't count because you have to have a pocket pair.
No.
What a bad beat. That's a true bad beat. When it's a bad beat, you thought it was a bad beat, and it's not.
devastating beat.
I
Yeah.
just lost 100. I'm on tilt. God damn it.
2 jacks for Ken, still good on a 10-9-5 board, 2 diamonds.
That's what that thing brings.
Jay, ace queen off, and Ken. Check over to Jay, which is going to be loose. A $500 bet, and this plays into Ken's plan nicely.
So if you have like ace 7 and it's ace
100
8,
clubs,
7,
still
like,
safe for the jacks.
pocket
Ken.
aces or pocket 7.
Yeah, it has to be like aces versus sevens, ace 7, 7.
So they had one of those things where it was like ace 7 probably or something. Yeah.
It's a lead from Ken.
Love it. Brings us all together.
Well, this line doesn't make any sense to Jay, but he's sitting there with ace queen thinking, all right, this feels strong. 3,800 headed over to Ken.
Small bit. Let's hit it up here. Let's dream like a fucking.
Oh, can you imagine getting back beat on the stream?
That thing over here? Absolutely.
Man, yeah, that I would be so annoyed if people around me are like, dude, that's the bad beat, that's the bad beat. Get you all fired up and the floor comes over and says, yeah, you got to play both cards.
The cards.
Right.
He's like, wait a minute, did I actually win money?
Not a lot, probably, though.
I feel like I've already told you this story, but I heard a story once from a dealer that dealt at a local casino, and he said it was I don't think it was one that dealt it, but it was like a big game, like 10 1/4 50 game, and they hit the bad beat at the game or at the table, but the pot was so big that it like broke the game, and all of them just like didn't care to get the bad beat paid out. They just like left.
Because it was like so high stakes.
Especially the table share. Like there's like, oh, it's just like 500 or like it's like 800 piece. Oh, they don't want to wait for the paperwork because it takes like an hour and a half for it to get.
Wow.
And obviously, like the guy that lost the hand was just like, I don't care. I lost like way more than. Like, I don't want to wait around for that. I'm going home.
Man, rich people problems.
Yeah. I feel like I'd still want a free money. If like free money is free money, right? Like,
Yeah, I mean, unless it's less than the amount you think your time is worth, you know? Like if waiting an hour for $800 is not.
I could have put money on the stock market that amount of time.
Right. And some of these guys and girls, they do be like that sometimes. Jay limped for 50, ace 2 soft. Edison, ace king, standard, raising it to 250. Gets a fold from Jay. My man Jay just likes to play the cards, I think. I think he's here, have a good time playing some poker, get some live stream time. I don't think he's too worried about having to fold the ace 2 soft. He wants to limp it, flop the wheel, gets raised off it, he's fine to just fold. That's how I want to live my life, you know? Play my cards how I want to play my cards and not sweat it.
My pitch so hard, but I'm getting used to
He's
it.
doing a great job.
Harris.
For inaugural, forget about it.
Jack.
I'm all
Suited.
making- We're all getting like the first.
How sick would it be if we saw the bad beat hit on a live stream?
That would be sweet. That would be
I mean, we've seen some sick beats. Straight flush and
We've
full
seen-
house.
Yeah. Would any of them qualify?
Now, I don't get
No, actually.
None that I remember.
Yeah, because there's like 6 full of aces.
Got a few hands here with Izzy
I'm getting good at getting them in the bullseye.
raising it to 1,000 and getting a bunch of folds.
Yeah, I think we're just having some issues with the right amount of earnings. Because for some reason, everyone thinks the system thinks that the current stack.
Standard game when the next dealer comes. Next dealer.
Yeah, we're still working out the kinks, so do bear with us, please. Appreciate y'all tuning in.
It gets wild.
Yeah, I'm down. Just if we could just run over the rules before we run.
Jack 10, he's gonna limp.
The middle side comes. We'll talk to him about it.
Edison. It's gonna be tough for Jay to have Edison and Addy on his left. Two guys are gonna open basically all the hands that we play. And if your guy trying to limp some hands, it's just not gonna go well for you
On the way there.
without having to pay extra.
This ain't go to ratchet arms, you know?
Hi guys. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Appreciate it, brother.
I'll be mindful. Yeah.
Top pair for Edison, all clubs.
We did have a super exciting.
Gonna continue from Edison. Jay, we just Jack 10 nothing. Gonna get a
Adrian says, I like your hair, Derek. It's long AF. Yeah, it's.
Did y'all hear how long his party marathon was the past couple weeks? Of course, his hair's long. It's time to get a haircut.
I do need to get a haircut. Lauren's getting a little like, okay. Like, as she says, homeless in her words.
DuckTales was also awesome. I like DuckTales.
I'm sure everyone with a significant other has heard that before. It's like,
I love
come on, man,
DuckTales.
get that stubble cleaned up.
How about you like
I want that gold.
get yourself together?
Appreciate the compliment, though. We appreciate it.
DuckTales. And the song too.
Easy with King 7 suited, rated at 200. Jay here to play, Queen 4 suited. Here to play, Jay. Might be the new moniker. Kings and 7s for Izzy.
I didn't even know they had that on TV.
Clubs come in, killing any minuscule action that Izzy might have had before this turn card.
Saw it on TV.
Husky in the chat wants me to rig the deck for Safine. I mean, Safine's a
Oh,
cool
wow.
guy and all, but I mean, I don't want to lose my job. I don't want
Might
to.
be the backer.
Found the backer.
The
Yeah.
backer.
Well, how much percent do you got, Husky? No. Yeah, we don't want to do that. That's kind of a stream ender.
Yeah, got it, but it's a stream ender,
Your parents are
as
nuts.
we've seen in the past.
Investigations.
They're like DuckTales.
Maybe if
Joey
we want,
Ingram.
Yeah, maybe we want more attention from Joey Ingram.
Yeah.
Maybe we could. I don't know. I wonder how much that
You know, it was almost like
attention's worth.
Gotta lock in. And
Ken with ace deuce suited. And the cutoff raise it to 150. Something in me thinks Ken probably isn't too worried about the outcome of this game either.
We were talking the other day about good.
Addy's going to defend with King High. Wheel draw for
Max Hash
Ken.
Shamu, you have said. It's like someone needs to be called the aquarium. Just walk with me, I'm the aquarium. Fuck tap the glass.
Bet in the
Fuck tap
fold.
my aquarium.
And takes it down.
I think that's so good.
What's yours? This Izzy?
Izzy, this Izzy. Izzy, natural.
You know, Ken looks familiar. I feel like he's played in our
Natural poker name.
higher stakes game in a room before, but maybe never on our live stream. Might be his first live stream here.
Wait, Addy, what's your real name?
Kevin Tipper in the chat. What's up, buddy? Haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Hope you're doing all right. I think he likes to play our tournaments here, so I imagine he's probably playing that bounty tournament right now.
Little amateur
That's his
one
when's
over
the
here.
wedding. Yeah, that's,
Tender.
he's asked me that at least 50 times. Because anytime I bring up the word fiance, he's like, oh, what's the wedding?
Oh, with the wedding. It seems like a fair question on the surface.
Yeah, it is a fair question, but I mean, Lauren's actually not one to even want a wedding, actually. She doesn't even...
Doesn't want to deal with the planning and the attention and the money.
Yeah.
I get it.
D, all of the above.
Yeah, I get it. It's a lot of inputs for a single day.
I think one of the... When we've had that conversation before, she's been like, you know, we're just going to tell, you know, all our friends and family where we're going, and they can show up if they want. It's like that's like what she said. It's like, oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Cool. Very low maintenance of her.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not ready yet.
I swear I scanned it.
Adrian Perez says, there's new dealers in the room. How many are new? I played yesterday, and everyone seemed new. You know, I think, I mean, the dealer job is already inherently a high turnover, especially even in our room. You know, as good as our room is, but I think there's a long list of dealers waiting to get their turn to audition here and be able to work here at TCH Dallas.
Right. Yeah, service business. People have a lot of options if they want to move the deal elsewhere, or just like you can put in a ton of hours on the front end, and not everybody can sustain that for years and years and years.
Yeah, I mean, working here as a dealer, I've seen all of the above. I've seen people retired working as a dealer. I've seen people that work just 1-2 shifts a week and they have another full-time job. I see people do it as a part-time job. I see people.
Oh yeah, no, tomorrow's gonna be the stream. I'm playing on the stream.
Okay, nothing flop here. Harris is still the best hand. But yeah, I've seen all the many people from all works of life dealing here at TCH.
I'm sure the game will go after the stream too.
That's probably one of the biggest challenges of running a place like this. Is just managing the personnel, the quote human capital.
Yeah, shout out to Leon on that. I mean, he handles a lot of the personnel changes,
Everybody's
auditions.
schedules, auditions, paperwork, background checks.
Luckily for him, we finally got a a dedicated schedule probably like 6 or 7 months ago.
Oh, I bet that gave him a lot of time back.
Yes, yeah. Because at first I think he was handling all that on top of all of his normal duties and then flooring.
That's a lot.
AGM duties. And a call and a flop, turn goes check, check, and now the river does bring in...
Harris has got the nut blocker, ace high blocker, and he's going to rip it. Doing the old PLO. Well, he can't have the ace high flush, so I'm going to shove it.
What a play here from Harris.
Yeah, nice win of $1,400 with ace high.
Any updates on the new room? I think I've mentioned a few times, but if you haven't heard anything that I've talked about, pretty much anything I could say is, look to the first quarter of this year. Very soon. I'd say springtime at the earliest.
Yeah, I heard some people talking about it yesterday. Seems like it's progressing in Las Colinas area.
Yeah, I'd say springtime at the earliest, and then new full service bar, full service kitchen. I even heard from Nick, our operations manager here, that we're gonna have 2 virtual golf bays.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying that.
For y'all to sweet. I know a lot of poker and golf seems to go hand in hand, as in a lot of I guess I don't even know how to categorize it, like country club type things, right? So you can practice your golf swing right after you felt someone.
Those simulators are fun.
If it's a rainy day.
Paolo facing a 3-bet from Addy with jack off. It's a little loose from Addy, but don't hate it. I prefer aggression over passivity. Either fold or 3-bet the jack 10 off, I think. Facing an open, and it comes king queen for all clubs. Open into straight draw, jack high flush draw. You don't hate this when 3-betting the jack 10 off pre.
This is how you're gonna check back here.
Addy probably thinks that this board easily could have connected with Paolo, who's calling a 3-bet free. So he decided to take the free card. Quote, realize his equity partially.
Yeah, even though he fought pretty well here, Paolo could still have a lot of ace X, like ace 10, maybe with the club that is going to call it that anyway. So check on the flop is good for pot control, and maybe he doesn't want to get blown off his hand. A lot of equity if he does decide to bet.
Half pot from Paolo. Addy has to lay it down, and Paolo takes down his first one of the night, I think.
We should low-key play show 1. We should play show 1.
No, I don't want to play show 1. I don't want to play show 1.
Hey, Pez in the chat. What's up, Pez? Haven't seen you in the chat in a while.
Hello.
Good to see you again, buddy. Nate Dog here says, membership price. Is it going to go up when the new building comes? That's a good question. I would imagine no. But don't quote me on that.
Yeah, we're not exactly the first people they run that stuff by. We're actually the last.
Little Boat says, are any of you guys going to play the ASOP, WSIP? I know what you mean. WSOP. Fat fingered a few letters there, buddy. I want to. You mentioned you might be able. Oh no, but you got
Pregnant.
Yeah. But
So maybe next 2024. Wah, wah.
Start saving the roll.
Yeah, 2024.
$50 a month.
Having 2 kids under 4 years old, I'm sure will be very conducive to me traveling for the WSOP. Man, I really wanted to, but maybe I'll get to play the big fat WPT winter thing that's happening now.
Yeah, now that we know that's gonna, I heard that the Encore signed like a 4-year deal with WPT.
Oh, nice.
So they get exclusive championship location rights.
Yeah, that's cool.
And it's only going to get better. No, they're just going to improve on what's. Maybe they had some space issues or dealer shortages.
That's right.
I've only heard good things about the Encore.
Unless TCH wants to run a competing tournament series that has mixed games. And, incentivize Ben and Derek to stay in town during that time. I'd be open to a conversation.
They have a circuit event start. Oh yeah, that's what you meant. Yeah, WSOP up north. I was actually going to ask Cooper if he was thinking about going to the 8-game mix on Thursday. Okay, he gave me. There's an 8-game mix on Thursday night that I kind of want to play. And last time, Cooper graciously carpooled me and Tyler to the Madoogie tournament last summer.
Oh, nice.
Then me and Cooper final tabled. Cooper won technically.
That was the 2-table tournament.
There was 3.
Table
Come on, there was 3. Don't discount my final my mixed game final table.
6 score. No, I don't discount it at all.
I bubbled actually.
That's a bad beat. 8-game mix. That's fun.
I wonder what the mix is.
/ like, how many dealers up there can do the 8-game mix if they're playing?
It's going to be us teaching the dealers as we go.
So it's like horse.
I'm going to imagine at least both the triple draw games. So Madoogie, ace of 7.
And then PLO, no limit hold'em.
Well, it's 8, and then maybe like stud.
My assumption is with the 8-game mixes, it's usually like horse games,
Horse X.
triple draw, and then like 2 big bet. But who knows? Either way, that'll be fun.
Tess says, Izzy has 50K? What? Yeah, he bought in for 50K.
Yeah, that's the life we're living out here, bro. In this economy.
Did the felt change in Dallas? Yes, we got a brand new felt, new sensors.
New table.
New table, everything. A big complaint that a lot of our players have is our previous table was just too big, it was too uncomfortable, the rails were too high, so we kind of went for.
Oh yeah, I didn't even notice that the height of the rails is significantly lower.
And a lot more comfortable for the players, especially since a lot of times they like to play post stream, right? And
yeah, and it's different from the rest of the tables.
So I've been able to actually play on it a few times for the Tuesday bounty tournament, and I'd say it's a lot more comfortable.
Nice.
The red is kind of bright under the lights, but as in any table, it's going to wear down a little bit. But I think it looks pretty sharp on camera.
Yeah, TCH really doubled down on this bright red color scheme, or what the color code is for this red, but it is prominent. It is vibrant. It is, what are other descriptive words of red? Vivacious.
Little boats. Are you going to be going to the WSOP this next week? If so, good luck. And any of y'all firing bullets this next coming week, good luck to you as well.
Addy with 2 queens, raised it to 150. Ken called, Paolo called, 6-5 suited. Oh, sorry, I was just reading the graphics. Jay getting somewhat of a price with 10-8 off. He's going to complete. 4-way action.
So hard not root for Jay. It's just like, he's just here to get in the pots. Get into the game here.
Yeah, that's right. Top pair, Ken. $250. From Ken. A call from Paolo. I'm sorry. I thought it said call. I'm still learning this interface too. Excuse me. Addy with 2 queens on an ace-high board. He doesn't want to fold many flops. I kind of misclicked, but we continue. 10 of spades on turn. Addy's going to play this, I think, pretty ABC against Ken. With Ken betting and a 4-way flop on an ace-high board. 2 queens, shrivels up a bit.
Yeah, I don't know how much history Addy has against Ken, but in this spot here, I'm just going to give the player the benefit of the doubt and just fold to make for a better spot. You have so many better hands you can call with. You'd rather have a draw than queens here.
Right. In the absence of history, you kind of just have to, well, I think there's different points of view, but kind of give your opponent, you need your opponent to give you a reason to think otherwise.
Right. Yeah, unless you had, yeah, you have your baseline right there. I think, yeah, the baseline there is just fold. And then, like you said, if there's another reason that you say you saw a hand previously, oh my goodness, what is going on
50,
here?
100, 200, 400.
Look,
Ken.
out of nowhere here, we have 200, 400, and it's on Ken.
Let's freaking go, man.
You started it.
Yeah, I blame Edison.
No, is that the reason they reset?
Yeah, we can straddle as much as you want, all the way to the button.
Yeah, I can straddle all the way around.
TX Ace Ace KK says, Dare, you should check out the WSOP in Horseshoe Tunica. Good tournament starting January 21st. Yeah, I'm not
Why don't
really.
you fly out to Tunica?
Where is that even?
It's in Mississippi.
Oh my gosh. I'm not really one to travel war poker. Lauren already puts up with me playing as it is. So if I was telling her, like, hey, I'm going to go travel
To Mississippi.
play a
To go play
poker.
tournaments. I'm going to come back pissed because I'm not going to take it down. Most likely.
Anything but a win would make her upset.
Right.
Yeah.
Look at this spot for Izzy putting on the quadruple straddle or whatever you call it. 2 9s, facing a big open from Safine.
10,000?
95 to start the hand.
All in?
Izzy's going to rip it and ship it. And this sucks for Safine, which just feels like a worthy opening spot. Double straddle versus triple straddle.
I'm so tempted.
Oh, wow, and he gets a
wow.
call. And like that, just like that, we've got a $20,000 pot.
I'm dead. I'm so dead.
Wow. What a sick spot here.
Let's freaking go.
In the quadruple straddle. Wakes up with pocket 9s.
Well, I would take a 4.
Forced degree. You asked for the ace. Okay. You only hit a 3. 3 only. Wow, what a sick spot. $20,000 pot.
Izzy makes the max.
The fucking straddles. and do
Fucking
a-
25 big blinds room and fold a pair. Mallory, I need chips, please.
And this is why you buy in for 50K, I guess.
You know, and
Wow.
that's what the poker gods reward action like that. And when you're willing to put on that quadruple $400 straddle, you get 9s against pocket 3s
Yeah.
in a 25 big blind deep hand.
The game, the deck, no.
Nice hand there for Izzy. Unfortunate spot there for Safine. And you can't really blame Safine there for the call. You know, I mean, he knows he's flipping at best, but I mean, I think with all that dead money out there and effective stack sizes,
I know, I'm like, this dude has like
big
ace
blind
9 or
wise,
something.
you gotta be willing to flip in those spots.
Pez makes a good point saying at least he can say he lost boat over boat because it did end up being deuces full for both players.
God, you won't believe this hand I got into
Boat
on
versus boat.
Tuesday.
Texting his backer, yeah, man, I need another 20,000. Lost boat over boat.
Boat
Blind
over
versus
boat.
blind.
$400 straddle. I mean, nothing I could do, man. Ends up
Did you just call off 10,000 with 2 threes pre? Yeah, man, this is boat over boat.
It's definitely a gamble. He took the high variance route. I wouldn't blame a fold either, just because you know you're flipping at best. You're never crushing. Like,
Safine, maybe the type of guy that he's trying to go big or go home.
yeah, I could see a fold for you know, 3s to 4s. If you once you get into the realm of like 7s to 10s, yeah, I don't think you can fold. You're that shallow relative.
And I put it right there with a green shade.
Here's 7-6 suited. He's got the green light. Races it to 150. Jay, ace jack again. Who's just all smiles all the time, this guy Jay.
Loves this game.
Guy is just seems like a good time. Safine 10-8 suited. Newly acquired 20,000 in his stack. Just like that.
He just gave me 5. Yeah, 19.
Clean 20K.
KQQ. Nothing for anyone. Straight draw for Jay.
TXAAKK brings up an interesting point. Is it better to limp fold 3s there? I like a raise fold better than a limp fold.
Yeah, when you're blind versus blind and the straddle, it feels like 3s are strong enough to open once.
Yeah, and I think you got to make your decision there. Like, if you're gonna raise that hand in such a bloated hand already, if they jam,
Yeah.
you're either obviously you're either calling or folding. But I like a raise fold better than a limp fold. Like Ben said, I think it's perfectly fine to raise there because there's just so much dead money to pick up, and 90% of the
random
time,
hand.
yeah, 90% of the time, Izzy wakes up with like, you know, king 4, and he just folds, and you win all that money.
I guess to Safine's point, maybe he thinks Izzy's doing that with king 4 and he's okay running 3s versus king 4. I don't know.
Let's see a question for Mitchell A. Is this new room going to be a new different room or a new additional room? It's a new different room in Irving, Las Colinas area.
This room's not going anywhere. The original Dallas room's not going anywhere. Here it comes 10-8-4, all spades, bottom set for Jay. Jack high flush draw for Kenny. Top pair for Addy. Second pair for Izzy.
Erica. Do you have a seat? Thank you. TP, Kim Chester, TP, go to 14.
9 of diamonds. Brings in an open-ended straight draw for Addy.
What's with all those open seats?
See if Jay checks again to Addy. Let's see if it works.
Trying to go for the trap again.
This is the third time he's done that tonight, and it worked the first time. But these guys are observant, and they're not going to let you keep doing that.
Yeah, it goes on. Thank you, man. Appreciate you.
Malik Price and Fish for 1-2.
We've made it an hour for our quarter 50 no limit hold'em stream. We've even played a hand of quarter 50, 100, 200, 400. Let's keep that energy up. Thank you for joining us. Ben K and Data with you for the next 3 hours. This is TCH live from Texas Card House in God's country, Dallas, Texas.
Just crossed 300 viewers. Looks like we got about 300 viewers on TCH Live YouTube. We got 5 of you all hanging with us on Twitch.
Oh, nice. What's up, everybody?
I didn't even notice this thing. This is the first time I've hovered over it, so I could see.
Technology. Big fan.
Let's see here. Mitchell A., where will I have to drive on Saturdays? That's a great question, and one that I cannot answer, unfortunately. I imagine because I know for a fact there's not going to be a live stream set up at this new location. I imagine we're going to continue holding our Saturday tournament in the Dallas location until further notice. I would put my money on that.
They just turn the volume. They're trying to turn it off, she's not saying. Just the volume turned down.
Not spamming the chat. Hey, no worries, buddy. I'm happy to answer questions. But Derek, I heard you mention mixed games or an article that this guy trained an AI to play Deuce 7 signal draw, and it beat him.
And the AI beat him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh my god. I love Deuce 7 signal draw too.
That's a fun game, yeah.
The purest.
I have no
form.
clue like what's optimal in that game, but like one time I played it live, had a good time. Kind of intense too, because it's like very bold bluffing. It's either you have it or you don't, every single hand.
I think I heard Cooper explain it best. Any jack low is favored against a signal draw.
You should pat.
You should pat jack lows in that game.
Heads up.
Yeah.
That's why you got here early, so you can pick
But
the
it gets
seat.
scary, obviously, if you're out of position, or if you're in position and they pat in front of you, and you hope you have a convertible jack low.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. No, that was it. Positive.
Oh, it beat him bad. Oh, wow. When does this new room open? What's up?
I was just saying, there's some smart people out there.
Yeah. When does this new room open? Gonna be, spring at the earliest, I'm gonna say, is what I've heard. Pez saying Deuce 7 is fun AF. Pez, you play mixed games? Yeah, Deuce 7's a fun one. I like Raz as well. Stud high-low.
All those games are really fun when you're running good. When you're not running good, those games make you want. I'd rather. I would rather do manual labor than run bad.
I agree.
Raz.
I agree. I mean, I didn't believe it at first until I started playing more mixed games, but believe it or not, for those of you that have never tried out mixed games, it's higher rates than no limit. Like on the long run.
Really?
Yeah, well, someone told that to me, and then I was like, I guess so. Then I played a lot more every week, and I was like, oh, I see what you mean. Because you can't fold.
Yeah.
There's
You're
no
so
fold
dependent
equity.
on the outcomes, by the river.
Like, if you're running bad in limit, it feels a lot worse than no limit. Because at least in no limit, you have the option to fold. But, like, if you're just getting coolered with the second best every time.
Over. Yeah, you and I have done that to each other in the past.
Oh, you
not
have
fun.
ace deuce 3-5? I have ace deuce 3-4.
Sorry. At least you only lost one bet on the river.
Went on top of it, everything.
Although if it's that setup, you're losing 4 and 5 bets.
Always interested to see what the comparable hands would be in no limit. Like aces full is strong and hold'em, but not the ultimate nut. So would jack low be like a flush? I would say it's like a pocket pair.
Yeah.
Like you're technically favored against a drawing hand, right? It's like top pair against like a flush draw. That's how I'd probably like a straight flush draw. 60-40 or 70-30. Pokernomics in the chat. What's up, bud? Is the seat open? Not currently.
It looks like a seat is open, but Jay, take it out another pot.
Yeah, no problem. TXAAKK. But I'm no, by no means a like studied Deuce to 7 player. Like I've played it enough to kind of know certain things, but I've never even played like a tournament in there, just some cash. Alpha teaches poker. What's up, buddy? Bo asking, will there be a 1-3 stream soon that we could do? Not that I know of. I know a lot of people enjoyed watching those, but we did have them. But I think it'd be kind of cool if we could at least do like one lower stake stream a month, you know? Just kind of let viewers hop in.
Yeah, get the opportunity to play at a reasonable stake.
What me and you can afford.
Yeah. Three-way action. Jay's in there with the queen 5. I like it. He's doing his part. Top pairs for Kenny and Jay. Safine with an up and straight draw.
Okay, 10 minutes. The latest. The latest. It's all good, man. It's same as boy. We lock it up forever. Forget about it.
Final ball for RJ for yellow.
What?
Not sure what happened there.
Did both of those guys just fold top pair to a single bet?
Appreciate everyone tuning in. About an hour in our stream now. We got quarter 50 tonight. A bunch of fun players tonight. Some people that travel out of town. Some locals.
$100 straddle. Is that a straddle?
Yep, now falling for it again.
Hope y'all are enjoying these awesome hands so far. We had a 20K pop between Safine and Izzy earlier.
After there was $700 of dead money in the pot pre, Izzy with first aces siding, raising it to 300. So far having a pretty good night for himself, winning about 10,000. And Paolo picking the wrong spot to 3-bet it. 12,000 in his stack. He's only played a couple hands tonight. So Izzy might just put the 4-bet in here right away, thinking that he's up against kings or queens and can just get it all immediately. But let's see what he does.
Yeah, being out of position, I'm definitely more weighted towards putting the 4-bet. I could definitely see meriting just calling in position, especially if you think your opponent's capable of having some bluffs. Is Harris up 6K? Yeah, unfortunately our graphics are kind of bugging out a bit. I did talk to Cooper and he said that he messaged our tech guy for our new table to try to get that fixed. I think he bought it for 10K, right? Or maybe I think he bought it for 5K. Actually, yeah, Harris bought it for 5K, so looks like he's like up about 750. Yeah, no problem. TXAAKK. Totally agree, Pez.
Ace king in the $100 straddle. Wait.
Queen 3 off.
No good. No good, no good.
You know, if I had anything, I'd play with it. Actually, I should have played that hand. I like all of that. Queen high is a monster compared to the shit you play.
Me, yo. When's the last time you watched Rounders?
Tonight. No. Thanks for reminding me. I haven't watched my monthly watch through Rounders.
Gosh, I used to watch that so much.
It used to be on Netflix or Hulu, and now it's not there anymore. So I gotta figure out what streaming service I gotta find on.
Jack suited for Paolo, raising it to 150.
Good question for the chat. When was the last time y'all watched Rounders? Only the best poker movie in existence.
Like the only one worth watching. It seems like Molly's Game is up there too.
That one's really good. The poker play, but in terms of the story and like the cinematography, I really like it.
868 Jay with an absolute gift again. Trip eights for the king. Paolo might float one. He does not. So, not even with continuing thought. Jay flopping the world.
Yeah, the thing with that movie, I think I enjoyed like the storyline and everything, but anytime they got to the part where they're actually explaining poker, it got kind of cringy for me.
Molly's Game?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The part with like what Eustace or whatever is like. Eustace is a shark, and he will do anything to keep the game going. Or I don't know what. Now he's on full tilt. And it's like what? No one says that.
Tyson's horrible for the game.
It's kind of like when you watch military movies when you've been in the military.
Oh, I can only imagine.
It seems
I feel so bad for you.
It's so many movies where it's just like if you were just paid
Consulted
a random
someone.
like 4-year military person to read the script, they could have saved you so much embarrassment on like or like at least inaccuracy.
And then also in my school thought too, if you're gonna go through the process of making a military movie, like I feel like it's almost disrespectful if you don't do it justice. So that's why I have so much respect for those movies, those movie creators that like go through and like they talk to veterans or they like hire a consultant and like movies like Saving Private Ryan or like and like something really interesting maybe y'all don't know about. The actors went through like a 3-week boot camp for Saving Private Ryan before shooting.
Oh wow!
So like they like experienced like what training was like in World War II. Like they had to like eat like they did. They live on like K rations for 2 weeks or something. Oh wow! Big hand here.
Izzy just getting hit in the face with the deck right now.
Rounders is on Prime Video. Thank you so much, Travis. That's what I'm gonna be watching tonight when I get home.
Love it. Or it's gonna be like,
you just commentated for
it. You play poker all day and you want to watch a movie about poker.
Harris here, kind of running into it here.
Yeah.
But he's just gonna let it go. Not looking to play for stacks with the old parking lot hand.
So far, it's been the Izzy show. He bought in with the most. He's gotten hit with the deck the most and winning the most. And props to Harris for just quickly getting away from Ace Queen, saving himself some trouble.
Yeah, I do apologize to our viewers that our winnings are a little off right now. But just to give y'all some reference, Izzy bought in for 50K. I think most of the players bought in for 10, and I think Harris might have bought in for 5,000. So you can kind of do the math from there.
Yeah, I did start on left hand.
And if math is not your strongest suit, let us know. We'll try to let you.
Oh, see, I'm stacking it. When my hand was yours, it's always on. Yeah, 6 king queen flop. Thanks, Izzy.
Ace king. It's not like that crazy. It's a fantastic game.
Butterfly effect.
That's how I see it work out.
We have any new viewers out there? Please feel free to hit that like button, that sub button. Helps the channel out a bunch. Especially if you've been enjoying our content and commentary so far.
Anyways, so it gets
Appreciate everybody engaging in the chat, engaging with the stream, being such loyal supporters of the live stream over the last couple of years. And yeah, the like button, the subscribe button, definitely the best ways to help drive the stream forward.
Yeah, flop comes king high. Remember that yesterday? Against the guy to my right, flop comes king high and he had fucking kings. It was Young.
Young? Oh yeah. Ace king and
I literally had ace king. I showed everyone around me.
It was the weirdest situation too.
And I was like, wow, I just saved like so much.
So that pocket suit is a fruit, basically.
I didn't save that much. Yeah, around the butterfly effect. That's what that is.
Kenny's going to limp ace-7. Paolo.
100% we got big free, yeah. Because I would open him the gun, he would 3-bet.
Jay.
5 comes king high, I'm like,
What?
okay.
Jay with top pair.
He wasn't that deep either, he was like
I
shallow.
raised,
Someone
and then next thing you know, he just hasn't acted yet because it all fucked
Checks
up.
over to Jay, who bets 100.
Quiet as hell, trying to figure out
Paolo's
what's
going to call
on.
bottom pair.
That's when you know you gotta be terrified.
Except for
There's
straight
the one
draw.
guy in the hand and like some shit's going on, he's like not saying a word.
Right.
It worked out for you then.
It did, 100%.
Both players with straight draws now. Jay doesn't need it though. Already has the top pair. Nice hand for him.
He takes it down.
It takes one nasty flop for all the money
Win
to go
frequency Jay has had. Jay's dragging plenty of pots tonight.
Time to get unstuck.
I love it, let's go.
The issue is maintaining pots that you win. It's easy to spew a bit in this game. Limping and then having a fold.
When limping is $100.
Yeah, exactly. That adds up pretty quickly.
That's why we say not to limp, folks. So once you finally get to these high stakes, limping is $100.
And they're not going to let you do it very often. Unless you're just in an amazing game.
Someone says, Derek, man, you should do a podcast. I don't know what I would do podcasts about, though. Seems like a lot of work, too.
It's more work than people think. It's like a lot more than...
It's like in the same
sitting there
realm as like
recording.
creating YouTube videos. It's like a lot more time, and it's like
Pre
for
and
every...
post, the easiest part is actually recording. I think.
Sure.
Pre and post is the hardest part.
I imagine, like, is it pretty equivalent to YouTube creation where like every... well, probably not, I guess, because like on YouTube they say every minute is an hour of posts.
Yeah, it's probably less that just because you're not having to deal it's probably less than that because you're not having to do graphics and stuff
Unless
like
you're doing
that.
like a video or something.
Yeah, I mean if you're doing a full scale like video podcast that is going on YouTube, then yeah, that's pretty substantial. But just audio, you can get away with doing basic cuts and trims, and then the work comes from like doing the show notes and uploading to all the different platforms, optimizing the audio in post-production.
No idea what I have. Don't want to look.
Yeah, imagine.
Depending on the type of podcast you're doing, like if you're doing a narrative, there's a ton of work that goes into writing it. Or if you're doing an interview podcast, there's a ton of work that goes into like scheduling people, doing research, building up questions, that kind of stuff.
What's a weekly segment of Chat Pro questions? Will be useful and interactive.
We did have a couple TCH branded podcasts going there for a little bit, trying out some new things. I'm not sure what the future of that will be, but it was fun while it lasted. And they're still up on the TCH Live channel under the, I'm assuming it's like a podcast playlist.
Yeah, I don't know how much time Ben would have for additional podcasts with another child on the way. Right?
The price would have to be right. I think, you know. It's always a price, but yeah, the time is just the. That's the cool thing about podcasting is like there's very little barrier to entry. Like if you don't even really, if you want it to sound good and look good, yeah, you could definitely invest some money, but you can basically do a whole pod on your phone and get it uploaded to the major streaming sites.
Right, yeah,
pretty
just
quickly.
Just an iPhone and iPhone headphones.
Yeah.
Because I mean, people film entire TikTok videos with those headphones, and like the audio quality is not that bad.
I mean, Lex does all of his vlogs on his phone,
right?
Exclusively. Or at least that last time I talked to him.
Most still do, actually.
Yeah.
Because it's just convenient. They just have like the high-end like iPhone 14, XX, Pro, SL, or whatever.
Because they're editing and stuff too on the phone, and it gets to you like kind of detailed where you're having to like put in card graphics and do voiceovers and trim. Yeah, I'd rather do that on the computer. But if you're as mobile as a guy like that, then maybe it's like almost a necessity. All right, let's play a big one. Calling it now. Huge hand inbound. Excuse me. Edison 10-9 off, raising it to 150. And the worst flop ever for 10-9 v 9-8. Edison can rep a lot of hands if he continues, but it sucks if he gets called. Instant fold, so he lucked out there. Just in terms of the situation.
Yeah, that's actually a very good point there. You know, to get into vlogging, you save a lot of time. You just play on live streams.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true.
And a lot of the live streams are happy. I know we are too. So if there's any vloggers out there, we're happy to have you, play on our live stream and use our content because it only helps you and helps us promote our channel and room and everything. And yeah, that's a very good point for sure. Not too many
to hack it.
Not too many though. I mean, there's like I know of a couple. I'm not gonna name them, but like I can't think of many that consistently run like 1-3 or like 1-2 live streams.
Live streams, yeah.
But yeah, that's
because the audience isn't as interested in that stake versus something like this where there's kind of semi-life-changing money, depending on who you talk to.
That'd definitely be a smart way to start, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
All the camera work, commentating's done for you. The hands are there. You can block. All you have to do, all the editing you have to do is just blurring out the hand, and then.
Edison raising it to 300, King Jack suited. Safine 3-bet to 1,000. Kenny doesn't want to fold the Jack 10, but facing a raise and a 3-bet, it's going to get out of the way.
Cutoff versus button here. I think Edison could definitely continue or even go for the 4-bet. But we'll just decide to call. Still be ahead of some bluffs that Safine could have, but it comes queen high.
Wow, Safine gifted.
He's outside.
Great flop for Queen Jack suited.
He said he's outside.
Let's see if Edison decides to attack Safine's, with somewhat wider range here on the button, but no, he will just call, maybe for some devious intentions on the turn, maybe try to pick up a flush draw or straight draw.
Four of diamonds, pairs the board. And a second bet from Safine is going to get it done, $5,100 pot. And he needed that one. Building back up from the loss of the 3s versus the 9s, Safine not backing down. Don't be shy, rebuy. My good friend Michael's motto. Safine living by that. Oh, I lost 10,000. I rebuy for 20,000.
Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Edison King 9 suited, raising it to 300 in the hijack.
Actually, there might be a seat open, Pokenomics, if you're still out there.
300 is the raise.
This whole time I didn't realize there was no one in the...
Oh, there's like a wallet.
It might be Jay.
Oh. Maybe so.
song is like the best fucking club song ever created. Ever.
1, 2, 3, 4. Battling Hearts. Can we see an action flop?
When it first came out, and then David got a remix. It's like on point.
Yeah, this is like so good.
It makes me want to go dancing.
Yeah,
Top
so
pair for
sick.
Edison and a straight draw.
Just make moves.
Double gutter for Kenny, actually. Check, check. 6 of hearts pairs the board. Edison looking okay for now. 9s and 6s. Suck out city for Kenny. Rivering a pair of 10s. And this brings everything in. Flush draws come in, straight draws come in. And Edison pitching the 9s into the muck, and Kenny dragging a nice sized pot.
If you're only one that enjoys poker live streams out there, go ahead and feel free to share this live stream to your friends and family. Always love to grow this amazing game and, of course, our channel. Spain with the ace-6 of spades.
People love to watch the stream. Don't hog it for yourself. Share it with your friends, family, and enemies.
And you get to come talk with us, too, you know?
That's right. We are open books.
Many times as you have to
Direct
hear
connection.
Ben's voice, you know, it's fun.
Luckily, it's just such a pleasant voice, you know. Saying quippy one-liners. 7s and 6s for Addy. Second pair for Safine and 2 overs for Jay. Addy sneakily checking the top 2 pair. Jack of diamonds. It's going to induce Jay to bet 200. This diamond might slow Addy down a bit. We'll see. Just a call. 8 on the end. Addy with the best hand. Jay trying to run a bluff. 1,200 in the middle. Trying to figure out a price. He's going to check it. Addy doesn't going to get punked again. He's going to check back. But unfortunately, this time he maybe missed a bet. I don't think he would have gotten called, but Addy takes down a nice pot. 6s and 7s. On to the next one.
No more $10 units, you, Jay.
You wanted to go big.
Oh, trust me, I'm supposed to go.
Yeah, that's why I looked at it. And then when you said it, I remember what happened last time. So I
Puked in my mouth checking that back.
I had to do a double thing and then you clarified why that happened.
Trust me, yeah. Trust me. None of the rest of you are getting a check.
There was a 0 nit check on that one. 0 nit check. That was a J check.
None of you are getting a check.
That was a J check.
Safine raising it to 250 with king queen. Any 2 9s, he's going to call it.
Man, he had to show it, man, everything about it. He's like, fuck it. He felt the looks. He's like, I got to clarify this asshole. It's Jed. You all would have done the same shit. Sneaky check, re-raising. There you go. What you got? Addy's heart pumping
King
out.
3 4, Safine, top pair.
I saw the chart he betted both of us, and I was like, already, like, really? This again? Like,
this again?
no spicy.
Tournament viewers, as we started the shuffle, complete the hand lines up, 400, 800, 800.
Second burn card.
Take a Yeti.
Jack on the turn. Changes nothing. Except giving Safine a further hammerlock equity-wise. And another one for Safine, winning about $900. Did you play the $500 tourney?
I did not, no, because I knew I had the commentator that night, and
oh, that's a long day.
Well, and I had a long day on Friday night, and I didn't. A little embarrassed to say this. I didn't go to sleep until 10 a.m. on Saturday.
Dang, that is a long night.
Yeah.
Party foul, party foul.
Went to the, you ever heard of Lights All Night?
Mm-hmm.
I went to that with some coworkers.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was my first experience in that kind of realm. Not my favorite music, but not my least favorite. Honestly, it was just fun hanging out with friends.
Yeah.
The lights were a lot of fun.
Welcome to the game.
And everyone there was super friendly, too.
That's awesome.
You never felt like, because like everyone's like dressed out in like their rave gear and stuff. I literally went there in like joggers and a polo. I was like, man, I'm definitely out of my element here. But like, everyone was super nice.
Rave people love being at raves, but they're also usually pretty nice.
Yeah, they're very inclusive.
Some of it is
Can you get them all blue? I'll give them pink. I have too many.
drug induced, but as a baseline, people that go to raves generally are there to chill out and be friendly. Kenny with 2 threes. Excuse me, raising to 150.
You really did catch what I am so sorry if I got you sick. I feel like everyone here got sick at some
Yeah, it
point.
sucks. Especially when you're a voice talent like we are.
Yeah, that Tuesday I did the commentary with Hallie. Oh my god, by the end of the stream, I had no voice.
Yeah.
It was so...
It's show business, man.
Anybody need any drinks? Or just drinks?
What you drinking over there?
This is like a Red Bull type thing.
Looks fancy.
I'm not sure what the brand is. Had them in my fridge.
I've really gotten into the Perrier Energize energy drinks.
Oh, they put caffeine in those now? Is it like a
Some-
can or a bottle?
It is a can.
Oh, okay, cool. Safine taking down another small one.
Just now tuning in, welcome to TCH Live. We got about 2.5 hours left in our live stream. If you're enjoying our content, please stick around. We got a lot of good content upcoming.
Yeah, and it's just getting better. We've improved our platform. We've improved our table and our system.
Welcome to the game, boss. Izzy.
You know, working through some of the growing pains.
Miguel, nice to meet
But
you.
the stream is just going to get better and better
Me and Sam,
for
we
the
go
next
way
year.
back. We're good friends as well.
Some
He
exciting
takes my money, I take his money all day long.
updates to the format of the stream, which I think everyone's going to enjoy.
Table 20, floor.
That's kind of
It's one big cycle. Janny, we're all on a fresh start right now.
Miguel in the hijack. Jack 8 right away, sitting down for a limp. Addy, ace queen is going to raise it. Safine, king jack. The call one. King 7-3. And that's not king 7-3. Ace king king. Interessante. Addy top pair. Safine trip kings. Is this The opportunity for Safine to get back to even.
Kind of a
inconsequential queen for Addy.
Now chopping with any other ace X holding, so Addy cannot like that turn card.
Yeah, like what is he getting value from?
Specifically now, queen high flush draws. At this point, he knows Safine could definitely well have.
As if it couldn't get any worse,
Yeah.
Safine, Rivers, Broadway.
Yeah, now if the opponent had ace jack, which would have been chopping on the turn, is now ahead. And Addy here, pure bluff catcher, but having that queen of spades obviously makes it much less likely Safine could have a flush draw. So with this exact holding, I'm looking to either bluff or fold here.
Yeah, I don't think Addy is considering many calls, given that it'd be pretty optimistic. Like, what does a call accomplish?
Yeah, you're rarely even chopping at that point, and then
Safine adding 1,200 more to his stack.
Tony in the chat says, great new table look. Well, thank you for the compliment. Thank you so much, Tony. And I got to show Ben this new feature here.
You wanted some things, right? Because I don't want all this.
That is very slick.
Shout out to Tony.
Look at this professional operation we're running here.
Thank you for the kind comments. If you want your comment to be shouted out as well, you should be typing in the live stream chat. And I might just pick a random comment every now and then.
Get you that nice dopamine hit.
That instant gratification.
Having your comment featured on the live stream in front of 300 live people. And thousands more afterwards. Miguel with ace-6 suit is going to call 100. Jay, ace-queen. He's also... Oh, he's going to raise. Excuse me. Addy with ace-5 suited. The simulators say to 4-bet this sometimes. And he does.
I don't think Jay's going to go anywhere with the ace-queen here. And he knows, I think he's played with Addy a few times here. He knows Addy's capable of having some weaker holdings. Here come king, king high.
King, jack, Jay, just a Broadway draw. Continue from Addy for 500. Jay not immediately acting. Jay raised here, this would be pretty baller. Addy folds.
You had something, Miguel.
Show the 5.
Turns and rivers.
I had seen my kryptonite today. I gotta let it
Nice
go.
hand for Addy.
How about that hand? Guess we'll all find out what it is later.
This is a good point. It is kind of hard to see the black chips on the black felt.
Yeah, that was something I noticed in the tournament I played on last Tuesday.
On this table?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because betting with the black chips was pretty miserable.
Edison, deuces. He's going to raise it.
How many mushrooms did you eat? Oh, that must be referring back to my...
To your lights all night experience. You don't have to disclose that.
Somehow McQueen 3 got into the mix here. Deuce is still in the lead. Miguel definitely has some options here with a hand like this. Could definitely put in a raise. I like a raise better than just a call. Can put a lot of pressure on, overcards and, turn card. There could be a lot of good turn cards for exact call. Any 6, any deuce, any diamond. What's up, Victory Magician? Yeah, I haven't seen you in the chat in a while. Good to see you again, buddy. Hope you like our new setup.
Ace of clubs on the turn. Inconsequential 10. Miguel's going to lead, betting 300, and Edison does not believe it.
Oh, hands up.
Edison blocking the wheel. He wants to call. Nice call.
Oh, what a call. Nice call, Edison. And Miguel mucked his hand, so he doesn't even have to show what he called, but how light he called with there. Wow.
Wow, nice call by Edison. Jeez, so weird. I guess just the hand didn't make a ton of sense.
Yeah,
given that he blocked the wheel and the action. Just didn't really make sense to him, and he got curious.
Yeah, I can definitely see where Edison's thought process was, just because hands that flood the flop and then hit their ace on the turn. If they just check call turn, they're almost like 90% of the time just going to check call river, unless they have some kind of weird balance where they have some bluffs where they'll just lead. They check call flop and turn and then lead river, which is very rare, even in this, at these stakes on that kind of board texture. I can only think of like a few players that would have some bluffs like that they could balance out value. Steve D says, knew he was going to call it. Sniffed it out indeed.
You either look really smart or like you're lighting money on fire when you make those decisions. Multi-way pot with Paolo raising to 2,500. Large sized raise over Kinney. Kinney with 2 8s, kind of in a pinch. Unsure how to proceed because this is going to be a bloated pot. Like 6,000 heading to the flop. And knows he's going to be facing a bet on flop. And unless his hand connects, it's going to be hard. There's a ton of cards that make his hand very vulnerable on the flop. He does call. Big pot inbound, 6,100 in the middle. Kenny v. Paolo. And it comes at 8 right away. But oh, sorry, I thought Paolo was suited. Top set for Kenny, and this is the dream. When you call a 3-bet out of position with a middling pocket pair, just flopping the absolute stone nutters in a $6,100 pot.
1,500 all in.
1,500 immediate all in from Kenny. Paolo immediately folds, and that is that. Kenny raking a very nice size pot with 2 8s. Top set. You love seeing that 8 right in the door. One of the better feelings in poker.
25, 50. You're the 50.
So score 1
Go ahead,
for Kenny. Fiend's going to raise to 200, 10-9 suited. Izzy 3-betting it to 600 with inferior clubs. And this is going to be a battle all night, Safine v. Izzy. I like it. Izzy with 61,000. Safine, not too shabby with a $23,000 stack, headed to a flop. King 6-10, all reds. $1,000 bet from Izzy. Safine with second pair. Got options. Deuce of diamonds on the turn. King of diamonds. Excuse me, tens and kings. Excuse me, for Safine. 3,300 in the middle. Izzy was just 8 high. Got to do something if you want any chance of winning this money.
I had no game plan.
Good concede, you're getting snapped.
I was like, that king is so bad,
Put
bro.
somebody up there. I'll snap you so fast.
You got 10 out of clubs?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what a battle that was. Like anti-me, yo.
I was like, please.
I was like, give me some fun at river card. I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense.
Right, exactly. Yeah. The worst card ever for you, yeah. Worst card ever.
And props to Izzy for just conceding victory and admitting I had no plan for this run out. Addy straddled to 100. Paolo raised to 300. Addy completes. Ace deuce. Jack 10-9. Both players hate this flop. Addy likes this turn. Top pair. Comes a 10. After Addy check turn, just calls. $350 bet.
Everyone's forfeiting.
I know, right? What's going on
Wisely
here?
forfeits,
What is
though.
this?
Wisely forfeits. Another bad river
I
card.
was snapping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Another bad river card to bluff. Good forfeits. Good forfeits on our part.
I was snapping.
Yeah, he said that.
It's confusing when money's on.
Miss anything big?
Kenny there in seat 2, flop top set with his 2 8s versus Paolo, who 3-bet him pre. Won a nice $7,000 pot or so.
Oh, nice. Good for him.
Edison with the 2 ladies. What's happening here? Oh, Edison with the queens in the straddle. I like this guy, Miguel. He's come to play. This is like the 4th hand that he's put a 3 and 4 bet in. Kind of light.
think Edison probably just shipped it in here with.
Yeah, the stack sizes. Miguel only 2,600 left. Left behind. Sorry, I'm literally dying, I guess.
I like the heart here from Miguel. I just think. Oh.
Okay, let's go. $8,000 pot.
Now Edison just think he's dead. The snap call.
Yeah, Edison is for sure like, well, any ace or king, I'm absolutely dead. Jack gives Miguel some life and some hearts.
Nine's got out.
King! Oh, no!
Oh, boy.
Oh, wow. Nice answer.
No one was expecting to see King Jack off there, and Miguel.
Good flop for King Jack. Have I ever seen one? Have I ever seen one?
Not even saw his hand, no.
Snap call from King Jack. Wow. Nice double up there for Miguel. Up to a stack
Pretty good. Pretty good.
of.
Absolutely. You kidding me?
Suck out city for Miguel.
Plus you have the stack too to say epic.
Yeah.
The epic stack. Clearly we're all showing we're gambling not with aces all the time. You know what I'm saying?
It was a man with a plan, you know.
That's right.
He's like, if I get shoved on, I'm snapping no matter what.
And it worked out.
But the odds are on your side.
And, you know, that's annoying if you're sitting there with queens. Get your money in so good.
Sick river for sure. But
Yeah.
Edison went in there as a 70-30 favorite. He'll take that every time.
Yeah, he will. Fortunately, that 30% is a real 30%, where 30% of the time it's supposed to happen.
Double shot.
You hate to be on the receiving end of that poor luck. That's part of the game.
Yeah, it's unfortunate when, you know, the 30% pre-flop is supposed to diminish, you know, a little bit once he gets to the flop, but the fact that he still had 30% on the flop is annoying.
It's a pretty strong 30%, yeah, on the flop. 2 aces for Kenny, raising it to 800.
Wow, big raise here.
Jay with 2 8s. This is going to price him out, I think. Is there a 100 straddle on? Maybe not. This might be within Jay's price point. He'd love to flop a set versus Kenny, who's got a $17,000 stack. But
Jay's really pondering over this one. It's like, well, if I call and hit my set, I'd probably have a good chance of doubling up here. But
stack doesn't look 8,000 to me, unless that's a 5K chip in front of him. Might be a 5K chip.
There was a 200 straddle. I mean, it was still a 4x raise, pretty large. But nice hand there for Kenny with the aces. Hayden Fortuny in the chat.
I don't think Kenny cares about either of our critique of his play. Seems to have done okay for himself throughout life.
Yeah, I think he's happy to just take that pot down.
Yeah, 2 aces with a straddle on.
Get the 100, Izzy.
100 on.
Hayden in the chat says, new table looks fire emoji, fire emoji, fire emoji. Absolutely.
Thanks, Hayden.
Appreciate your kind words.
Fucking around. Have fun.
Like, I can't make sense of this one. I can't. I'm trying to.
I thought you had to again. I'm sorry, I thought you were
That is the big problem right there, because no poker players push their cards forward unless they're folding. You guys are telling us to push our cards forward, and we just had an incident right there.
You know, it's actually, the point Izzy's making is exactly the point that our tournament director Eugene made before we started the final table. He was like kind of asking me and I keep forgetting the gentleman's name from RF Poker, but he was like, you know, in poker, when people make a motion with a card like that, that's a fold. So a lot of our dealers are taught just to start mucking hands that are coming out.
Just skip forward on that part.
And
You don't want to know.
Izzy kind of saying a lot of the, I guess, critiques that our tournament director have of the table that might just be something that our dealers that deal the live stream table might just have to be aware of, be more aware of.
It sucks though when you're dealing poker. It's such a muscle memory thing. When you're sitting there doing it for hours and hours and hours. Of course, your brain is gonna have trouble changing that heavily ingrained muscle memory that you work on every day.
That's what it was.
Yeah, for those of you that might be noticing, the earnings page is a little off. We're having some issues with that, a little buggy. For most part, you can assume most players bought in for 10K, and then Izzy bought in for 50, and then Safine is now in for 20K, and I think Harris bought in for 5K.
Safine with a nice looking ace king suited, and the Raven take it.
It's a fun little comment that I kind of want to highlight here from Pez.
Go ahead and highlight it for the people. Very good point. 30% feels like impossible until you see it come over and over and over. When you're a 4-to-1 dog, it's like, surely I'm going to win this 4-to-1 favorite situation.
Yeah, when you
20%.
When you have kings against ace king, it feels like a coin flip.
Yeah, and then that ace just peels.
It's always on the river.
Yeah.
Especially him because he's pushing it like.
Yeah, I know. I thought you were just like waiting for me to. That's.
Yeah, Rena's correct. Izzy is up actually 10K, not 60K, because he bought it for 50.
A whole new meaning to protect your head on this table.
Yeah, no problem, Hayden. Glad you could tune in here. Always appreciate your support. And Hayden's actually been doing some commentary for another live stream the past couple weeks.
Oh, nice.
Been tuning in every now and then when I can.
Always good to expand the craft. We select a group of people that do this kind of weird job commentating over people playing cards. But he'll do great at it. Nice guy, knows the game well. Hey man, Texas Kim.
Safine in for 30 total now. You might be correct.
Yeah.
Oh, he bought in for another
10,
20.
He bought 20.
Okay, yes, you're right. You're right, Daniel.
400. Heads up.
Battling spades. Robbie v. King Queen suited. Edison 2 overs and a straight draw. Bet and an immediate fold. Edison takes it down.
Yeah, sorry, Jeffrey. Yeah, unfortunately we can't get that fixed right now while we're live, but our producer Cooper did message Manit about it. That's his name, yeah. And hopefully we can get that fixed for the next stream tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm going to be live streaming with a special guest commentator, another player, someone that y'all haven't heard from, but has played on a live stream before. Should be really fun tomorrow. Just as good of a lineup today as well. And thank you so much, Hayden, for the birthday wish. Appreciate it. Doggy G in the chat. I like your YouTube image. Very cute dog. Top pair for Izzy. Harris was just pocket sixes. Harris did call from the blinds. So it's gonna be very hard for his hand to connect with this board texture. And it looks like we have dealer Jessica dealing second half of our stream tonight. Hope y'all enjoyed our content so far. It's been a really fun first half of our stream. A few big pots. Lots of action. Definitely a fun group here. Very fun. Willing to give some action. First 2 hours just flew by. They always do here.
See how his is white? See how his is white? You can always tell if someone has a standard card. It'll be white. 200 is a raise.
You might want to kill him. If he was pushing his cards toward the stand, he just took his cards, sticking it as a muck because every poker player was pushing.
Don't take this out of context. Those sensors need to be moved to the rail. The red and black need to be switched. Yeah, I think when we talked to the creator of the technology on Saturday, I think there is some way where we can get sensors on the rail and in the center because I guess kind of a spoiler alert. The sensors in the middle of the table, those are actually going to be for our RFID chips incoming very soon.
Yeah.
So actually, you know, it's going to put a lot less stress on Tyler and John doing the action tracking. So whenever a player bets, that's just where their chips are going to be placed for the sensors to pick them up. But he did say it would be possible to try to put extra sensors for the cards and have them separate from. That'd probably be something that could be worked on. So I do see your point. Don't take this out of context. Appreciate the feedback.
Yeah, any way to reduce the additional motions that the players have to make would probably be a win.
Yeah, because I mean, Eugene made the same kind of point that you know, you heard Izzy bring earlier. It's like no poker player ever makes a motion like that unless they're folding. Like it's or like they're trying to angle.
Or they're angling. Yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Flip 250.
All right, guys. Appreciate it, everybody.
Daniel Dunn says, just going to tease who's commentating like that? SMH. Absolutely. I mean, I need y'all to tune in tomorrow if you want to find out.
This is basics of showbiz.
Come on, I can't just let y'all know.
Leave the people wanting more.
We all got the fair odds.
CP says, I know it's poker, but I shotgun a beer for you guys. Giving out free entertainment, much appreciated. Hey,
Appreciate that.
I'm glad you realize that, you know, it is free entertainment for y'all. And, you know, the best way that y'all can support it is just by watching, chatting the live stream chat, and hitting that like button.
Props to Steve D, just like on a Tuesday night, shotgun and brews. Rocking the live stream, shotgun and some keystones, living his best life.
All ways of getting unstuck are on the table, right? Always.
We now play a $250 flip once again.
So we want another 500?
Gaming time is up. And in comes
Jessica.
That is true. That is true. I do appreciate. I appreciate the rebate.
I felt bad. I've always. I couldn't call you like when I had Queen 3 off. I felt bad because I just want a big pot off of you.
Oh yeah.
Remember that shit? Like you raised whatever. I couldn't call. I was like, shit.
I've been raising all kinds of
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. But I always feel bad like after winning a big pot and not playing with some person that raised.
It's fine. It's fine.
That's why I have to redeem myself.
The hand almost played itself out.
It does.
To be very
always.
fair. 24 bigs pair. I mean, yeah. Yeah, but what am I gonna? I should have just jammed. That was my mistake. What a chance of result. He would have called. He would have said, "Yeah, but pair. Let's go."
Yeah, what's different? Oh, it's good.
Alright, here it is.
There.
I gotta give you that scoop.
Oh, no, I'll put it down for you. Make it easy for you.
Who won the last one? Edison.
That's why I'm really nervous.
Oh yeah, anyone heads up with the guy now against the champ, bro? That's crazy.
You got family over there, Miguel? Yeah. Just thinking, you won the last one, you can't win 2 in a row, right?
All day, every day, guys.
Got our halftime flip going on right now.
He has his scan going.
Queen of Hearts.
He has a scan over there.
Second half flip incoming. To start off the second half of our live stream. Let's see who wins this. Tiny Poker in the chat. What's up, buddy?
We good? Okay, now we're good.
Let's go.
Give me spades, baby, spades.
Come Ace King Jack Broadway.
Oh my god, so many possibilities. Spade maybe?
Broadway is gonna be the nuts right now if someone has it.
Oh,
I got
Wow,
straight.
that's every combo of Broadway is out there now.
Queen Jack, Queen Jack, Queen
I
Jack.
got Queen. I got Queen.
Straight, chop,
Oh,
chop.
sorry.
It's all good, brother.
Queen Jack
I
will
had the
take it
hard
here.
draw too. Queen had the hard draw, better hard draw.
And Ace Queen, Addy, and Edison.
High card for the flop. High card for the pot.
High card for the pot.
High card for the pot.
Oh, high card for the pot, yeah.
High card for the pot. Yeah, high card for the pot. I'm not gonna have her split.
Ace Queen is a straight, bro.
I know, but I'm taking high card.
Wait, who mucked it?
Yeah, he did.
Addy, you're the Ace Queen.
Ace Queen, he's in. He's 100%.
I didn't muck it. I did not muck it. I just mucked my hand.
He mucked it. He's in. He's 100% in.
Sorry.
You guys want to do high card for the flop?
Yeah.
High card for the pot?
I hate ace king. Oh yeah, high card now?
High card for the pot. She picks 3 cards.
Sure, whatever. Fine, yeah,
Pick my card first, his card first, his card last.
Yeah.
We have
First last. I like that.
I got an 8.
That's playable.
Oh!
Let's go.
Well, that was kind of fun. So we had a 3-way chop going, and they were like, Izzy was like, "Come on, we're not gonna make her chop it 3 ways, guys." So they high carded for the pot here, and they made Jess take out the pot, take out the cards from the remainder of the stub, and it went 8, 9, 4.
Oh wow, Addy. Yeah.
Addy gonna win the high card to start off the second half.
Nice move.
Wait, were we doing the stand-up game?
Reducing the work for Jessica.
I can't just want to do stand-up game. So, next time we'll try.
I thank you, sir. I thank you for saying no, honestly.
The action tracker for the Paolo flips is hilarious. Yeah, it goes a little wonky, but
so many cards.
Thankfully, it's only one hand every 2 hours.
Right.
If you're just now tuning in, we're starting the second half now of our Tuesday night live stream, quarter 50, on hand 68.
Ice takes poker in Dallas, Texas. Izzy ace 3 suited. Up to 300. Jay getting out of the way with the jack 10, I guess. Maybe for a smaller size is in there. I wonder how these cards compare to the other RFID cards they've been using. You haven't dealt the live stream, have you?
I've never dealt the live stream.
They should get you in there, man.
I'm singing in the bed right now.
I do want to do it at some point. Maybe I'll do it one Saturday. Hey, Janik in the chat. What's up, bud?
What's up?
What's up with the cringe emoji face?
It was a diamond major upgrade for somebody.
I actually did it on purpose.
Oh, 2-piece McJiggities for Safine. Paolo, ace 5 suited.
Oh, he must be talking about the new table. I'm sure you'll get used to it, Janik. It's anything new, or I mean, well, you've been dealing since the inception of the live stream, so you're so used to that old table.
What is this?
A lot of feedback from I've heard from some of the dealers that have just been dealing like just the tournaments or cash games in there. The 3 and 7 seats are very, very hard to reach for.
To get around the stacks?
But no, just to reach, like if someone bets out there, it's super hard to reach out. It's like max distance away. Just with how the table is designed.
Paolo 3-betting. And looks like a just call from Safine. I'm sorry, you're already on your flop. 8 of clubs. Straight and flush draws for Safine now. Technically a straight draw for Paolo as well.
Yeah, see, Janik says he couldn't even reach 3 at all. Yeah, and you know, I guess some things I've noticed with this, the cushion for the railing is a little too close to the dealer. Like I think if they like had cut out a little bit more so the dealer could lean forward a bit more, I think that's kind of what's blocking a lot of our dealers right now.
Oh, there's not a cutout.
There is an indentation, but it's not. If you look on like our floor tables, there's just nothing there.
Yeah.
It's just like railing, and it just stops from where the dealer is. But the railing like continues through the dealer. You know, all things that I'm sure we can eventually fix. Wow, Paolo going for the triple barrel here. What just ace high?
I don't know how Safine folds.
It's double blocking the nut straight. You have, you know, a blocker to the flush. Is it a mixed click pre-flop? Because I see a raise
he
to
min raised pre-flop basically. And he folds. Wow.
Giving credit for the overpair, I think.
That's wow.
Steve, he says, Dune table does look good though. Yeah, I think so too. I think, especially when on the corner cameras, I like how the table looks more. It looks very sleek. We have that cut out in Austin TCH. Yeah, you see what I'm talking about though? Like it's indented, but there's that. If that was just removed too, that would give an extra like
couple inches to scoot
3-4
forward.
inches. Yeah.
Yeah, you feel for especially the shorter dealers that like have to use a craps thing.
It's already much better than it was for the last table because there was literally a dealer, Danielle, short little redhead, she would deal standing up.
Wow.
On the previous table.
It's ridiculous.
Okay, and Janik says he likes the cards. Awesome. Yeah, and you won't believe how much cheaper they are, Janik. They like what the previous decks were like $300-400 a deck. These are $10 a deck.
Wow.
Because we don't have to, or because that company doesn't have to go through, or our poker doesn't have to go through like Faded Spade or like a name brand card company. Our poker makes these cards themselves, so it's a lot cheaper.
$300 or $400 per deck.
I did 200 more. I can't do the ones. I don't like it.
So Faded Spade charges $300 or $400 per deck
for the RFID cards, at least when I heard from Tyler.
Wow, that is way more than I would have thought.
That's definitely nice, though. $200. Okay, yeah. So it's they're not cheap.
Yeah, that's wild. Edison. This guy Miguel has got good energy. Here to play, big pots. And it comes 4-5-8. Bottom pair for Miguel, straight draw for Edison. Both players with backdoor flush draws. Clubs come for Miguel.
Pretty much a pot-sized bet here for Miguel to get it done. Yeah, love the heart from this guy.
Yeah, this guy Miguel, I think, is going to be full send for the rest of the night. Either going to win big or lose big.
Scott Brewer says, I like how the table lights up with whose action it is. Yeah, I bet
that's
very,
a nice touch.
Very helpful for the dealer and just for other players as well, where they're not just staring at each other like, is it on?
Yeah, that is a nice touch.
Okay, yeah, so Janik himself, I mean, our second dealer to deal on their live stream, new live stream table, says it was very helpful for him, just to kind of just keep things going. Yeah, shout out to, you know, David and you know, Victor and everyone that worked hard on getting Mike on getting this table out here. I mean, really sleek. And
yeah, the TCH company seems to be very committed to always improving, which is great to see. You kind of have to be to stay relevant.
Got a hand brewing here. Top pair, top kicker against Kenny's 5 high flush draw.
Let's go. Ace of diamonds. Deuce of clubs on the turn.
Safe card for Paolo. He's definitely going to ramp up the aggression here. Knows his hand's susceptible against overcards and diamonds, of course.
Kenny sitting there with the 5 high flush draw, facing a $775 bet. He got lucky against Paolo earlier. Can he do it again?
Yeah, I'm very tempted. Yeah, I'm very tempted just to fold there.
Wise fold for sure.
You know, not even drawing to the nut diamonds. That could get you in a lot of trouble a lot of times. And then, you know, obviously, if you hit, you have to hope that you can get all the money in, which would be very difficult out of position there. I don't know if it's like the air in here is drier because I perfectly fine all day when I was out there.
It might be. Slash, I mean, well, we can talk about it offline.
Yeah, Janik says, it really helps out with noticing who hasn't scanned yet. After you pitch out, if they haven't scanned, the light will be white. If they've scanned, it'll be green.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, that's, you know, that's
a little bit of accountability.
It adds less lag time between the action tracker and the dealer. Because before, it's Tyler, you know, talking into dealers here. Hey, seat 3, seat 5, and seat 8 haven't scanned the cards. Can you tell them? No, no, no. You just see it and you just say, hey, you, and you. Just very intuitive for the dealer.
That's awesome.
It's actually funny. The 2 dealers that I asked today if they were dealing the live stream ended up dealing the live stream today. Because I saw Janik earlier today. I was like, hey, are you going to deal today's live stream? She's like, oh, I don't know. No one's asked me yet. And then I saw Jess later. I was like, hey, I know you normally like to deal the Tuesday. Are you dealing today? She's like, oh, I don't know. No one's asked me yet. And then both of them are dealing tonight.
Nice. Miguel with 2 aces just limped the 100. Edison raised to 400. Safine's calling now. This is what you want when you limp aces. In the low jack, too. This is.
Let's go. Ray's incoming.
Yeah, this is going to annoy everybody.
Ah, God.
It's everybody full. An extra $800. Headed over to Miguel.
Miguel in for. Miguel in for 5,000. Pretty much doubled up right now.
Nice.
Me too.
Yeah, he had that nice suck out with the king jack and has had a couple other hands go his way.
Yeah, good is an understatement. It was one of those days where, you know, if you were on the draw, I was going to hit. If I had the under pair, I was going to hit the sets. If I had the gutter ball,
those are the days that bring
gutter
you back
ball
to
was
the card
coming.
game.
If I had the nuts, they were bluffing all in. Like, it's one of those days.
Nice, man.
It's fucking coin flip status over here, brother. That's how it should be, right? Coin flip status. You don't know we're guessing and shit.
I don't know which one's scarier.
Your stats reset for the year.
I need a raise.
Sorry?
Like your records. Do you reset your records at the beginning of?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, no, I have a yearly and then I have a like
lifetime.
Lifetime, yeah.
Cool.
So yes and no.
It's just straight up and to the right.
No.
Year over year.
No. Definitely very different from like 4 or 5 years ago.
In the positive?
Hmm?
In the positive?
Oh
or?
yeah.
Oh, good.
That's much more patient than I used to be.
Oh, good. It helps when you have access to so many games at any time of day versus having to drive and invest a whole day playing.
2023 and people are still limp raising with aces. Absolutely. And people said poker's dead. It's alive and well.
Alive and well. At all stakes.
You know, for any of our non-Texas viewers out there, if you have any friends or you know family that say poker is dead, you should definitely just point them to this live stream. Point them to any Texas card room, especially Texas Card House card rooms. And you'll see the action. This comes ace 3-5. Top pair for Kenny. Paolo with the flush draw. And Izzy open-ended.
This could get saucy. We get like a deuce of diamonds on the turn. 10 of diamonds.
Tony, 1-3.
10 of diamonds!
Oh my gosh. The Ben Kirby magic.
Aces and 10s for Kenny. 9 high flush for Paolo. Look, I don't wish pain on anybody. I just wish for entertaining matchups, and we've got one here now. 6 of diamonds. This might save Kenny. Excuse me. 4 of flush, and Paolo's checking. Giving Jay a little taste of his own medicine, but Jay doesn't see it, or he sees right through it. He checks all the way through. 9 high flush. Gonna be good.
I was like, don't bluff. I was like, don't bluff. I was like, don't bluff this when they check. I said I was betting on the river. Don't do it.
Nice end there for Paolo.
It's gonna get checked to you most likely.
A seat. What's up? It has been a while, see. Hope you're doing well in India. Yeah, let us know next time you're here in the States. Always a pleasure to have you here. Tess says, I see the age range is getting younger as well. Definitely true, and I think we can attribute that to you know, certain vloggers.
Age range at just playing these live streams?
Oh, just like, you know, we have a lot of young vloggers that have been coming up in the past 2-3 years. And
yeah.
I think that's been attracting a lot of, you know, the college age to like mid-25s or mid-20s, mid-25s, mid-20s to get into poker. Yeah, you tend to see a lot of college age players during the, you know, summertime and like Christmas break time here.
And it makes sense. I mean, that's the time where you can just spend loads of time working on your game, putting the hours in. I mean, when you have minimal responsibilities. If you're into that, like if you want to get good at poker, it's kind of like golf in a way that you have to like really devote actual hours. It's hard to hack your way through improving your game without spending hours and hours on the game. I'm not saying poker is exactly like golf, but I'm just saying similar to golf, there's no way around the amount of time that you have to spend improving your game. And yeah, college is one of the best times to be able to just freaking spend tons of hours per week playing, studying, losing your parents' money, whatever.
I hope not.
Yeah, hope not. But if you're making content at the same time, now you can hedge a little bit against your losses, and maybe your parents won't be so mad at you for losing a few buy-ins. Jay with ace queen again. Calling the raise from Edison. Wow, bottom set for Edison, but Jay flopping the ace high flush.
Oh boy.
Royal flush redraw.
Let's see if the money gets in here. Jay, 6.2.
Miguel's double gutted too.
Oh, there's the straight. Oh, he already had the flush. Excuse me.
He just had so many options, so it checks all the way through. Jay's going to bet 300 on the king of diamonds turn. Edison sitting there with bottom set has got to be thinking, well, I can't fold. Miguel with top pair and an open-ended straight draw.
Drawing dead here.
Well, yeah.
We'll continue. Let's see if it can stay clean for Jay. Looking for the board to not pair here.
7 of hearts.
Wait, is that a...
No, but king of hearts would have been Le Royale or the 9 of hearts.
Wow, that's a sick river card for Jay. Now any 9 of hearts, or now the 9 of hearts makes a straight flush. And that's just going to completely kill his action here.
Yeah, he knows it too. So he's betting super small, quarter pot. Edison is thinking now, what do I beat? I beat pocket sixes. I beat 2 black sixes. Yeah, you're forced to fold the bottom set up with this run out. And Miguel's going to call.
Ooh, God damn. No matter how good I play. No matter how good I've never.
Nice hand for Jay.
We'll find out soon enough.
Half an hour later, you guys remember.
It would have been sicker if he had the 9 of hearts.
He played so good.
It
was like
Queen 9.
Like top set or something. Flop a set.
The set or like Queen 9.
Scott Brewer says nasty board for bottom set. Yeah, absolutely. You work so hard to flop that one set per session, and then it comes 4 hearts and a 4-line into a straight. Come on.
What a flop raise for the hearts.
And he still could lose to a 9.
Yeah, he still loses to the 9 of hearts. That's nasty.
All right, let's play a huge one. Miguel in the small blind calls 300 base 4 suited after Izzy bumped it to 300 in the low jack. Looks like we're heads up. 2 suited 4s.
Me and Miguel. Oh boy.
3, king, 10, 2 spades. A single pair for Izzy. This might be good enough, but it checks back. 9 of diamonds. Miguel. Interesting. 3s and 4s for Izzy. This has been a weird line for both players.
He try to squeak out. No, he's just going to check back.
What? What? Am I misreading something?
Oh yeah, on the river, absolutely. I was thinking.
Yeah, maybe there was a misread there. Don't know how, because the action wouldn't have been able to get complete. So the axe tracker's just as stunned as us. They're just, it's just paused.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, don't know what happened there.
Looks like there's some differential in the stack and earnings graph now. I wonder how to. Give me 2 jacks. Let's go. Looks like the 200 is on from Izzy. Let's go. Harris, queen jack suited with facing Miguel acting out of turn behind them. Wisely is going to get out of the way. Miguel's got 2 5s. Discount for Izzy with ace-6 off. Do you dare? Three-way action. King of diamonds, 8-3. So nobody's happy. Deuce on the turn. Third nut low draw for Izzy. Seven. Ending with the 2 jacks. Set to win it. Miguel's going to check back the 2 5s, and the Jiggities are going to take it down. 2,400 plus 1,500 winner to my man Kenny. Big Boss Kenny. Quarter 50, no limit hold'em. This is real cash money, folks. Ben K and Data with you, live from Texas Card House, Dallas. Thanks for joining us. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Share it with your friends and family. All that good YouTube stuff. The stream is free. All it costs is a little bit of engagement from our friendly fans out there. Kenny Ace King now raising it to 150. Heater check, 18,000 in his stack. Paolo 10-9 right away. Just calls.
Got a mixture of hands here. Some premiums and some low connected cards.
A little bit of optimism. And that optimism pays off. Safine, Queen 9, top pair. Nine of diamonds on the turn. Pair of nines for Paolo. Two pair for Safine. Let's go. Things kept getting better and better for this hand. Paolo's in there. Second pair. Miguel drawing to a gutter. Oh, 5 on the river. Queens and nines still good for Safine. 1,600 in the middle. Oh, a raise. Miguel with the busted 8-high straight draw is going to raise right away to 3,000. Back to Safine with top 2. He made a big fold earlier versus, oh, and he does just call. And Miguel auto mucks.
Miguel's starting to burn through some of his profits now.
Ouch. Safine with a nice little 2K gift on the river.
I was like, sir, if you have a 5, you win. You simply win.
Got about an hour and a half left in our live stream tonight.
I thought,
Then Kirby and Derek with y'all for the next hour and a half.
I was like, you win.
Hope y'all have been enjoying our content. And if any of y'all have any questions regarding our room, our live stream, or anything regarding poker, go and throw it in the live stream chat. We'd love to help y'all in any way and interact with our
Definitely had a better hand.
loyal viewers.
There's a king, queen, and a low jack. All right, it's 150. Miguel, man means action. He's calling 150 with the suited 7-6. Izzy with ace jack suited. Just call, changing gears a bit. For 6. Pair of 6s for Miguel and Addy. Top pair for Harris.
Habib from our Wednesday stream in the chat. What's up, Habib? Glad you like the table. Hope to see it on it soon. Thank you for the like, Habib. Really appreciate it. Harris gonna raise it up here. It's always cool when you can see players have some raises in their range on, you know, kind of dry board textures like this. Like,
For real, yeah, right?
Harris been pretty quiet tonight so far. See if he can get a rush put together over the next hour and a half.
oh, very cool, Habib. Look forward to seeing you play.
One time 4-6.
Yeah, sometimes you just play fours like that. You know, like, okay, he has ace queen. Let's give it ace queen.
It's the inverse range of clear.
Yeah, it's a thing. It's definitely a fucking thing.
The guy who's calling is your range.
Yeah, right.
Harris raising it to 300 with ace 3 suited. Fiend, 2 kings, 27,000. He's almost won back his original 10,000 he lost earlier. Can he get into the black now with the 2 kings? 3-bet coming. The 1,200. Harris folds. Miguel, not one to give up.
Getting in there with the 10-7. Wow.
2,200 remains. He needs a very specific flop. It's a good start for him. He needs to continue to catch up. This probably is all going in. 2,800 in the middle. Miguel's only got 2,200 left behind. The Fiend, all in. Miguel. Did he snap? I think that red chip indicates he did snap call. 2 kings. He's sucked out before. Can he do it again? Jack. No good. He needs a 10 or a 7. Jack. Kings and jacks. Gonna do it. $7,100 pot. Safine and my man might be even now.
His unit is far away from me.
In the black now, actually. In for 30K, up to a stack of 31,000. Nice hand there for Safine.
That'll eat. Let's go.
Running jacks.
And Miguel just gets right back in the mix.
I like this guy, Miguel.
Yeah, sure, of course.
Hard to not root for players like Miguel and
He's willing to give
Jay.
action.
Yeah, they're giving action. They're here for fun.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much fun that is for Miguel on the losing end, but it's fun. I don't know until you get that losing result, I guess.
It's good to know if they are still having fun. Then it's like, okay,
Right.
then it's this money is not, you know, end all be all for them.
Right.
I'm not sure.
He's very successful in his, you know, specific line of work or whatever business he might own.
Yeah, it must be nice.
Sure. I'll take that card. I trust your team completely.
I didn't look, I promise. Yeah.
Yeah, Miguel's got that gamble and that dog in him.
Fun equals torturing money. Yeah, for the normal pleb in the
Yeah, if you've got a surplus of cash, then maybe it is fun.
maybe it feels like you're being charitable. I don't know. It's gonna come ace high. Unfortunately for Miguel, he is gonna find a pair. Second pair, that is. Looking for another 9 or 8 on the river. It's gonna come a 10. No dice for Miguel. Harris was still the best hand. He tries to squeak out some value. And Miguel's just gonna pay it off here. Another pot headed towards Harris. Another pot headed away from Miguel.
Chip dishes, 5 pillows, chip dishes. Chip dishes, 5 pillows.
Dude, I remember I went to like a festival recently, Lights All Night.
Oh, yeah.
And literally I woke up the next morning hearing music in my head. As I'm waking up.
Theme was
Yeah,
at Lights All
silent in my
Night.
house, and I'm just bumping.
Sure it wasn't the mall?
Yeah, oh, okay,
That sounds kind
alright.
of awesome. I was there too, 6 times.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Chip dishes, 5 pillows, yes or no?
Izzy.
Okay, go ahead.
Jack 9 suited. 350.
But what's the bet like?
Yeah.
Unless they saw us on the ride.
I definitely realized.
King,
this
king,
was the first
king.
one I went to
Who's
after
got the
COVID.
prop?
And definitely was like a reality check. Oh, you have grown like 4 years old since the last one. Oh, that does matter a little bit, you know? Like, age is a thing.
Is he going to continue with Jack High?
You had outs, he says. Jack 9 suited, my favorite, says Steve D. You know,
So many possibilities, you know?
I guess I have favorite hands that are just like, you know, pretty to look at, but I'm just going to be that guy that says my favorite hand is the one that wins me the pot.
My age just showed real big. I could have sworn it was that so right.
The biggest pot.
I just combined two shows.
Today that was a top set of jacks. Here.
Oh, nice.
I felt like the ending. Like,
I just called the jacks pre-flop instead of 3-betting it, and somehow that was able to get me the max against 8-5 offsuit.
Sweet. Jack 8-5?
No, it was Jack 8 deuce. And he turned to 5.
Were you playing 1-2 or were you playing? Oh, nice.
And then somehow it just ended up being like a $2,300 pot by the end of the river.
Nice.
Yeah, it was just, oh, I like this flop. Actually.
Wow, middle
except
set for Kenny.
Kenny has middle set here.
This is his second set of 8s tonight with pocket 8s. Needs to tread lightly, though, because not much else is out there for anyone. 2 hearts on the board.
Looked like Jay was considering a float there. It wouldn't have been unreasonable if he had, you know, like king, queen of clubs. Could pick up a club draw on the turn or some kind of straight draw.
It's tough having multiple players behind you, though. 6 of clubs on turn.
It's going to give Kenny the check mark, and man, set of 8s have been good to him tonight, taking down another pot. You got to respect players like Kenny, you know, just, you know, playing just solid ABC poker with having that, you know, strong discipline.
Yeah.
And I mean,
in Texas, that can print you money.
Especially in the games of Texas, like Ben says. I mean, you know, some people might call it nitty, some people might call it, you know, no action, no fun. But I mean, at the end of the day, your goal in poker is to make money. Right?
Yeah, whatever strategy makes you the most money in the long term.
Results speak for themselves. Kenny doing really well tonight.
Yeah, nice.
Now, you know, like, you know, being more fun, even more action, might, you know, playing in like a long-term thing. If you're playing with the same group of players, you know, like players like Izzy, Sophie, they play with each other all the time. They understand, like, you got to make the game fun, or else you're never gonna be able to get the game 5-10 in the quarter or 10 in the quarter running consistently.
Right.
I think I've brought this up before. Heard a nice saying once: is sometimes it's better to play your B game, you know, to get, you know, the better long-term results.
Mm-hmm.
You know, giving
it
action,
helps the environment,
being
it helps
fun, yeah. Taking that shot if you need to, you know, playing the 7 deuce game, you know, being a, you know, an active participant in the bomb pots.
Yeah, so you're not miserable, or like not like. You want to be playing in the best games possible, and
right.
Part of that's on you.
A lot of times it just ends up being, you know, just being a good human being, you know, being respectful, nice, and courteous. Oh wow, just gonna get all the money in here.
He got caught in the cookie jar.
Oh, he's got aces.
Oh, what?
Not ace 3.
Diamonds, egg, diamonds.
Aces V6s for 8,500. Ace,
oh my
top
gosh.
set. Wow. 8 alone. Oh, that would be so sick.
Wow. Another big pot headed towards Safine, and that might be it for Miguel, but no.
I don't know. It looks like he's actively reaching for the Bank de la Miguel.
He's like, oh yeah.
Dude, who is this guy? I don't think
know. This guy's a boss. If Miguel rebuys here, he's boss mode for sure.
And Safine officially out of the red. Look at that. In for
He
30K.
battled, man.
Respect. A lot of people might get discouraged losing 10,000 right off the bat.
Winning 5, that's what it takes.
Thanks, man. I can give you chips until they come and hold the cash. How much is it? 10?
Oh, let's go. I freaking love this dude.
Cooper's right here.
Who's this guy?
Cheddar cheese.
Thank you, Cooper.
It says 10. Yeah.
As Ben says, reach into the bag for the bank of Miguel.
I'll give you 25 right now, and then you can give it back to me afterwards. Oh,
Sorry, guys. Safine does any more to banter than that.
Yeah. Thanks.
Izzy, watch your.
Oh, your thing's hanging.
Oh,
a poor choice of words on that one, but you know what I mean.
Miguel is happily tilted. Yeah, I think he's just trying to get it in there, maybe spin it up. Trying to cooler a big hand. That was pretty unfortunate to run into aces there, where you know, Safine could very well have king high, ace highs.
Don't forget about threes.
There a lot of the time. Loving the aggression though from him.
And you appreciate Miguel's speed to act.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of tanking, if any.
Any of this should get away with it. Probably. Triple strategy.
Now it can happen. Could you take this?
It's okay, he's gonna get it.
So it seems like some of the stats are like okay. No, they're all.
We're playing a poker game.
Calculating something.
Wrong choice of words. Wrong choice of words. Explains the bathroom breaks.
Getting close to the last hour of our live stream. Hope you all are enjoying the fun content here. It's starting to ramp up a little bit here. With Miguel hopping through the pots here.
I really like this guy for the game. Is this his first time, you think?
I think so. Yeah, don't go anywhere. Could be a lot more action.
Yeah, especially with stack sizes growing. I mean, I think 20K plus is inbound.
Yeah, all that takes is some kind of setup hand. Aces v kings,
Stacks
set
are
v
growing,
set.
Yeah.
Kenny's put me on the spot. He threw me under the bus. I'm sorry, Ben.
Six.
$600 and a call. Safine v Izzy. King 5, 10 to clubs. Just a nothing flop.
I gave you 25, right? Yeah. Thank you.
Out of 400. I wonder what Izzy's got. King 6 maybe? 10-6, all viable hands, a 9.
Yeah, I don't know what it would cause it to just read one card, because it doesn't work. It doesn't ever just read one card. It always has to do 2 at a time. Oh, never mind. Cooper says he can just read one card, so he must have just did the one scan. What's going on here? I'm talking to Cooper, and then I see Cooper in the background. What's going on here? Okay.
Thank you.
And Izzy takes it down.
I'd like a mic again.
It's like been the Izzy show tonight. Safine making a nice little comeback as well. See if some of these players can get into the black, and players already winning get more into the black.
Paolo, king queen suited in the low jack. 14K in the stack, raising it to 300. Addy with 2 8s. Izzy with the Robbie. 8 in the door.
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
This is the 3rd or 4th set of 8s with pocket 8s we've seen tonight. This is a weird result. Top pair for Paolo. This could get expensive for him. Just a call.
Quite the cooler flop here. Top
Yeah,
pair,
it
good
sucks.
kicker for Paolo. And it looks like Addy might be trying to set up a turn jam here. Try to rip all the combo draws.
Oh, Addy raised. Excuse me. I thought he just called.
And it's kind of decision time for Paolo here. I mean, wow, okay.
Wow.
Wow, strong.
What a fold.
Strong fold there from Paolo. I mean, we've seen Addy make.
I had the Robbie.
We've seen Addy make,
Little jack 4 off.
bluff, semi-bluff raises like that before. That is a strong fold. I mean, and I think, and I was just about to say that before he made the fold. Like it's kind of decision time now, right? If he makes this call, he has to be prepared for that turn jam. And I guess that's what he wasn't prepared to play for stacks.
Yeah.
And the one pair there. What a fold there from Paolo. I mean, when he looks back on this,
He's going to be proud.
he's going to be very proud. And very good fold there from Paolo there. Maybe slightly exploited it there. Maybe a little more than slightly, but nice hand there.
Can he get raised to 150, ace 10? Miguel's in there, 9-8 off. Heck yeah, dude. This guy's got Bildo energy. I think it's early, but I'm willing to say it. Man, Miguel's got some strong Bildo energy.
Let's hope not too much.
But too much. So we want to see him come back. 6, 7, 9. Nice flop for Miguel. Top pair, open-ended straight draw. Kenny with some backdoor hope. Backdoor spades, backdoor, or he's got an inside straight draw with the backdoor nut flush.
Nice flop. Missed me completely. Yeah, you had some of it. I had 4-3. Nowhere near that shit.
He has
Don't need the holiday.
volume. Is that like a consistent
He had the reason for the agonizing pain, not me.
It's like it never goes down good. Like
Yeah, so you had a
nonstop,
reason
like
to do
right now.
agonizing pain. I can't say what I see someone taking. I
Give it a couple hours.
You have 4 high.
You will. Give it
It's
time.
like I have jack 4 with 3 bets. If I win to the tank, it'll be
No.
Rounding out hour number
The
3 of
later
the
it
live
gets, the
stream.
louder it gets.
You see
Will the
that
last
shit, right?
hour
Like, wow.
be our 30K pot? I think so.
That's all the Swedens in the earth.
$100 straddlers on. Stacks are growing.
You'll see. I've already seen
The game is live, opening up, becoming more lively.
He's like, nah, fuck that.
I can see this game going late into the night.
Got my man Miguel driving big action, ace jack suited, just limps for 100. Last time he did this, he had aces.
See how fast that shit was? Look at that. God damn, what fast it is.
Our guy Miguel here, he's limping with his stronger hands, he's limping with the weaker hands too, so it might throw off some of these. As it comes jack high.
Flop. Oh my gosh.
I was about to say, it might throw off some of these players.
Top with the nut flush draw, and Paolo's got top pair too.
Paolo can do nothing here but just call up to hit a 7.
Here's spades. 7 of hearts would be pretty sick. 500 into 14. Miguel taking him to Value Town right now. 4 diamonds on the end. Pair of jacks.
What's the usual? Has anybody watched these streams? What's the usual amount of hands?
It's going to be good.
No, I have no idea.
I mean, we all seen the streams. We have no idea how many hands they actually get. It's a good question. We're going to find out that shit. We're going to find out.
Well, I had to guess. I think it'd be between like 80 and 100.
80 and 100? That was all said and done?
Yeah. More, actually, because y'all had Janik for the first half.
Yeah, Janik. If you had J, I mean,
I hope you're right.
all the dealers are good. Janik is just super freaking
See how fast
fast.
we can play.
I got no clue. You may be way right. I can be.
I never really paid ever. I never watched the streams that much, and I never obviously never paid attention to how many hands were actually. But I could imagine if you had more hands, it'd be more fun to stream. Each hand take 10 minutes.
Ken, I'm still thinking about the table that thought they hit their bad beat.
Oh, man.
So brutal. I overheard Izzy. I think I heard him saying that he saw them like hugging each other and like.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I think I would have to leave the game.
He's so demoralizing.
I don't know how you recover from that. Thinking you won 20,000 or whatever your portion would be to not winning it. Oh, man. It sucks so bad.
And I think I also overheard Izzy say Jess was the one that dealt it.
Oh, wow. Bottom pair for Harris.
Diamonds.
Harris takes down
Not one out there.
a rare one. Sometimes that's how the night goes. This is a zero-sum game. So some players are running hot, other players have to be running less hot.
Oh, I was trying to figure out what Pez was responding
asking about the
to.
bad beat.
Yeah, I guess there was a table on 15 or 16 that thought they hit the bad beat, but maybe they didn't realize that for the quads or full house to qualify, it needed to be excuse me, God, both hole cards playing, or both hands had to be pocket pairs. So what I'm imagining happened was like. It was like ace-ace on the flop, and one person had like ace-6, and a person had like ace-5, and they're like, oh, I lost with aces full of 5s. It's like, no, well, and first of all, it needs to be quads are better too, to lose with aces full of 5s.
So if you have ace full 5, you need to lose to quads.
Yes.
You need quads.
So the only combination that could happen would be, you know, if it was an ace 5-5 flop, you need pocket aces, pocket 5s.
I think it's called cheers.
Yeah, I imagine it was like, yeah, 2 aces on the flop with a 5, and then a 6 on the turn or something.
I thought for sure it was Moana. I love that movie. You kidding me? Disney rocks.
Yeah, because the table like erupted. We could hear it, and
Yeah.
you were like, "Oh, my FB must have been hit."
And at first we were right, but they were rejoicing incorrectly. Or
My arch nemesis over there.
Standard.
rejoicing in error. So Izzy races 600 with ace-jack over the raise of Safine. Miguel called.
Here we go.
See who hits, boys.
I don't know how I feel about
Three ways, everyone's saying, pick me. $2,000 pot. 3, Safine. Middle set. Miguel with an overpair.
Oh no.
This could be a $20,000 pot. Izzy with a wheel draw, and it goes check, check. Back over to Izzy, who was the original 3-better. He checks back wisely. Wow.
I thought that was a 9.
Diamonds. Yeah, 9's still safe. Miguel probably wants to start firing. 1K into 2,000. Safine.
Music to his ears
It's
here.
like, oh, baby, let me print this cheddar.
He's won like every pot through Miguel too.
Yeah.
So unfortunate for Miguel.
It's not like Safine doesn't have his number or anything. It's just the cards have been working out this way. This is going to get Izzy out of the way with the raise from Safine. Miguel I don't know if he has much reason to leave yet.
Yeah, I'd like to just call. No reason, like you said, to leave, and no reason to raise either.
Out of pot size bet remains. 9s and 8s for Miguel. Oh, man. We'll see how Safin prices this.
I think it's probably going to be all in. Try to get max from the 8, 8-7, ace-8.
Yeah, Safin's got like all of Miguel's buy-ins so far, I think.
Yeah, I think it's going to be all in here. He's just hoping that Miguel had a hand like ace-8s.
Miguel wants to get, or excuse me, Safin wants to get paid. Bets and instant calls. Full house, 3s full of 8s.
Golly, it's the Fiend show right now.
Safin, I think, is probably annoyed that with how quickly Miguel called, he's annoyed he didn't get all of it. Yikes.
You know, I can kind of see where Safin might be going. Maybe he's like, well, if the second 8 comes on the river, it's very, very unlikely that Miguel could have an 8 here. I don't know, I guess in my mind, I'm still trying to go for it all. Because then he can still balance it out with some bluffs they might have on that paired board.
What a hand. I wonder what Safin's up to now.
Yeah, it's just, I guess when you just know you have the best hand here, you just really want to make sure you get paid.
Yeah.
When he knows, I guess from the past few hands, he knows that Miguel has the high likelihood of making a call with all his overpairs, so didn't want to give him any reason to fold.
Yeah, Izzy, where's your C-bet, dude? What are you doing?
He's a great non-C-bet. Show respect.
How does he know?
Yeah, Miguel might be a little tilted. Going along with the 6-3 off.
I believe you.
Flops open-ended. Jay with queen high spade draw.
That's pretty fair to say, I think. Pretty fair to say.
Niraj Bhatia in the chat says, "What's up, everyone? Happy New Year." What's up, Niraj?
What up, Niraj? Happy New Year to you, sir.
His name is Salmon. Salmon.
Jay facing a raise now from Miguel. Check raise.
Where do you want to start? When the great Salmon gets here.
It's a fold. I don't think we're doing ourselves any favor by continually coming and sitting in this room together.
I think the air is just drier in here.
That's how it was in Midland. We went to Midland for Christmas, and it is significantly drier in West Texas, and I hadn't been before. And it was a rude awakening that first morning because we just woke up all hacking, coughing because it was the air was so dry. Paolo folding the ace-6 in the cutoff. Just fine. I think when folded through there, some people open.
Thank you.
Edison flops queen high diamond draw. Harris with top pair. Probably need to do a little bet ski here. Oh yeah, growing up in Lubbock would be tough. All right, $800 bet from Harris. Edison in the tank with his queen high diamond draw.
Definitely could see merit for both here.
He's gonna raise it.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, raises here could definitely fold out. Some hands that Harris might c-bet. a lot with. Harrison's going to fold his top pair. Interesting.
Nice play, nice play. You had the outs.
I mean, I guess to be fair, Edison hasn't done much check raise bluffing tonight. So, you know, it doesn't feel great to fold top pair, but I at least get it. I get it. Like, all right, if you're going to do this once every 3 hours, then maybe this is going to get through. But if he was doing that with a lot more semi-bluffs, then maybe you continue with top pair weak kicker. Whatever. I think you can go either way.
Yeah, I mean, based on what I've seen so far from Harris, it seems like he likes to be put in spots where it makes an easy decision for him.
I mean, everyone prefers that.
Yeah. Or like he just tries to avoid tough decisions as much as possible. So like, you know, we saw earlier he raised fold the ace queen, do a single bet or a single raise, just gonna fold it. Don't even want to deal with it.
Yeah. Queen 7-5 is interesting. Top pair for Jay. Open and straight draw for Izzy.
Still gonna make the call with the gutter.
Air fours for Miguel and Izzy. Jack of diamonds. Jay with the check. Checks all the way through. Jay's going to take it down with top pair. J trap.
He's done it like every time.
Yeah. When the table is openly pointing out your frequent actions, it's time to change gears.
Rounding the last hour of our stream tonight. Almost to hand 100. Thank you for tuning in all evening. Taco Tuesday, as I like to say. But High Stakes Tuesday here on this live stream, live from Dallas, Texas. Hope y'all are enjoying your week so far. Definitely know it's probably a grind to come back to the work. Grind after a nice holiday break. Yeah, yesterday when I was dealing, I told people like, man, I have been off work since last Wednesday, and it is, you know, it's nice to be back to work, seeing all my friends at work, and of course, all of the nice customers. But it's a very nice break as well.
Thank you.
Actually talked to someone today where they said they took like 3 weeks off for their holiday break, holiday vacation. And that's got to be brutal to come back to. 8-8-3. Something going on with the eights tonight. Miguel going to flop top trips. Jake gonna now turn top two pair, excuse me. Gonna check. Oh, Edison's gonna bet out here, and now Izzy. Wow. Okay, he makes the call too, and what a spot here for Miguel. Finally in a hand where he makes money. jams it with the top trips.
Beautiful top pair. Izzy with 2 unknown cards.
And is he now, I guess, in the tank here with his mystery hand? Trying to think of hands that he would have. Okay, no, he's just maybe Hollywooding a little bit there. Nice little pickup there from Miguel. Pretty much a full double.
I know the table is probably happy to see this. You have a player like this in the game, you want him to stay around just in terms of it helps the dynamic of the game to have somebody that's pushing action that wants to give a lot of action, and it goes both ways.
And I've seen this time and time again where, you know, the player driving the action doesn't necessarily get involved with the hand. Where, like, there's like 2 players maybe trying to target that specific player or, you know, isolate, and they end up like getting in a massive pot with each other, and it's like, oh no,
Yeah.
like what happened
We
here?
could have done this any other day.
Like, oh, I thought he had. Oh, we aces against kings.
Fuck up the family, Sophie?
Huh?
So you're gonna fuck up our family pot over here.
You guys look too nice together, though. Who am I to interfere?
Mini bomb.
4-way action. No one has anything. Aggression's going to win this hand, I think. Where is Paolo's hand? He must have something, because no one else has anything. Paolo, 2 6s. That was a ride.
What, with the action tracking?
Yeah.
That was a little dizzy in there. Paul gonna bet out here. Turning his 6s into a bluff now. When he had the option to check back river. I guess maybe trying to get a hand like. Oh wait, what?
Okay, clearly it's a
all
misread.
the hands are getting misread. What is going on here?
What is he? Looks like a jack of some kind. Jack 8. All right. Well, we're never going to get that time back.
Do you have any New Year's resolutions, Ben? Or New Year goals? How about that? I don't.
720p. It's not my joke. I saw somebody post some meme that said, "What are New Year's resolutions?"
I just
and it showed a picture of some blurry screen. You know what? I always say you got to take risks in comedy.
I was like you were like dead serious. I was like, am I missing something here?
New Year's resolutions. Let's see. I would really like to buy an investment property.
Again, here we go again.
Been a resolution for a couple of years that I've not been able to follow through on. But I'm hoping this year I can at least take some meaningful steps towards getting some type of investment property. I don't completely know what that looks like, but I would really like, which is like not a great way to set a goal, but that was one. That was one I put down. What else? physically, I'd love to lose like 40 pounds, get back to fighting weight. Probably help my back a little bit too. Oh wow, just Sabine Rivers is nuts. I put down I want to win a poker tournament. So, you know, I didn't define the type of tournament. Just want to win one tournament.
Okay.
This year.
Very doable.
Given the sample size that I could put in each year, I'm hoping it's doable. If I was playing 100 tournaments a year,
you'd hope you at least could win
like,
one. Yeah.
Instead of like 5 tournaments a year. But yeah, those are a few. What about you?
Let's see.
You never know when I want to hop on a plane now. That's the thing. I'm always traveling and stuff, so you never know.
I mean, I'm kind of now put on. I haven't really thought about this too much. I was just kind of making conversation. It seems like you had yours written down at some point.
Well, I mean, there's some stat about it. If you write your goals down, there's some
higher chance.
Multiplier.
I feel like I need to go home and write mine down. But I do want to get.
I know a lot of people poo-poo resolutions, and I kind of do too. But I at least, if there's some amount of truth to taking your goals down, there's a higher likelihood you achieve them. Then it seems worth the exercise.
Fair enough. Yeah, I definitely want to get more fit, especially like cardio-wise. I feel like I've been really neglecting that the past like 7 years. I try to get some muscle mass.
Yeah.
I want to read more this year.
Okay.
I want to like try to do like. I know a book a month is like completely unattainable, so I'm not going to say that. I want to at least maybe try to read like 5 new books this year. That'd probably be.
That's 100% true.
Yeah, man. Because I know if I say a book a month, I'm going to be like dragging, like, oh, this is terrible. Like,
well, yeah, your work also requires a lot of hours of being on
technology. Yeah.
Well, no, but just like.
Especially look at me over
I
here.
imagine when you get off shift, the idea of reading a book is exactly probably exhausted.
Yeah,
your brain,
or I have to do this,
your job, especially dealing requires so much like real-time brain power.
Yeah, it is a lot of. I guess I kind of put, in ways I put this in lore is like it's my like social energy is like so low after work. Oh, yeah. I just don't want to talk to anyone.
Pushing cards forward.
Yeah, I get it for sure.
I don't know why.
Like she totally understands too. Thank goodness for her. She's like she understands. And sometimes I just want like time to myself. It's like I just don't want to talk to anyone after. It's like I'll tell her it's like, oh, I had a really long day at work. Like I just need like some time to myself.
Right. And that's like a real thing. That's like a physical need. It's not a I don't like hanging out with you thing. It's I'm actually drained.
Yeah, exactly.
Emotional capacity.
I do want to build up my roll to be able to play like more 2-5 consistently.
Okay. Which can be a whole lot of different numbers.
Right. Yeah, I have a number in mind, and obviously that would make me more comfortable with buying in for that amount or whatnot.
For sure. Yeah, I also have like work goals. Like I do sales at this company called ClickUp that sells a productivity software, and so a lot of our compensation is aligned with achieving certain numbers. Sales, that kind of thing. So I'm going to try hard to execute on those goals, which are set for me, but it's a goal for me to hit those goals, I guess.
What's the number? I don't want to say. Yes.
But it's not going, right? It's just a list.
Yeah, any of our viewers out there that have any, New Year's resolutions or New Year goals for the upcoming 2023 year, go and put it in the chat. Maybe you'll see some common goals, common interests. Maybe y'all can connect. I know a lot of our viewers over the past 2 years actually have connected in real life, become very good friends. Like one, for example, Captain Underpairs and Poker Monkey. Like they like hang out quite often.
Yeah, 50K for the Dallas 2-5 sounds like a good starting point for me. Being risk averse. If I had a 25K roll, I guess
He said it was a really.
I don't know. If I was working on my game, maybe I'd fire the 2-5 here. But you can't, like, you're playing deep. It's not 500 cap.
Right. It's 1,000 max to start the match attack. Yeah, 50k seems pretty reasonable to me. Make 200k in poker? Hey, let's go. I'm cheering for you, buddy. NRG Fantasy Focus.
Just got to win one tournament.
Yeah, Mike Jones here in the chat. Where's this located? Dallas, Texas. The heart of Dallas, Texas, actually. Intersection of 35 and 635 right off of Harry Hines Boulevard. And Feezy Poker says, yeah, definitely just a starting point, for sure. And for me, like, if my roll was 50k for the 2-5 here, I'd only be buying it for 1,000. I wouldn't be trying to match. I wouldn't be buying it for more. That would be a comfortable amount for just $1,000 buy-ins to me.
And then we're not coming backwards. I'll tell you that.
Colton Lang says, I live in Fort Worth, and if that wasn't such an annoying drive, I would come so much more. Yeah, I totally understand. It's, yeah, I know. You got to make time if you can. It's definitely a nice place to play poker. Not the best of Dallas.
The 10-quarter here is like the nuts.
Easy Peasy Poker is too deep. I'll buy it for 1,500 and everyone around me has 5 to 6k. Yeah, and I'll definitely say there's different games, game selection. Game selection is very important in the 2-5 here.
That's big. Yeah.
Because you can definitely find pretty standard 2-5 games here where everyone's only has like maybe 1,000, 2,000, but then you can find games that are 10k deep, which is just ridiculous. Actually, the action here, Edison gonna bet out his top pair and a gutter ball. It's Addy's ace 9 and Jay's ace king.
I'm just ready for the pizza to get here. I'm ready to eat my sorrows away.
9:30. Okay, wait, we got pizza coming. 20 bucks.
I'm with you there too, Feezy. Poker.
Well, I mean, like the stream is the same.
Oh, I have no idea.
If I could, say if I was the CEO or owner of TCH Dallas, I probably would have tried to open up a so I would have done 1-2 500 cap, 2-5 2 1,500 cap, and then a 5-10 uncapped game.
You did play the. Oh no, you didn't play the holiday. Jay played the holiday one. The holiday one.
Mike Jones says, "What's a comfortable roll for 1-2 there?" So with it being a $500 max, you're probably gonna want to be able to buy in for the max every single time.
I can see all you guys taking
I'd
off all your
say
shit. You're like, yo, this is a bad idea.
20 to 25 buy-ins of that, so like 10 to 15k. I think it's a comfortable amount.
It's the first time I've ever worn sunglasses.
For 1-2 here.
Well with the outfit, but it didn't.
I thought it would go well with the album, but it didn't.
To start.
You could grow it. I mean, like, if you have a good few months playing 1-2 here, that roll can significantly grow.
Me, Kenny, and Edison, let's go. I'm in the sandwich spot.
But I'm at the point in my life where I can't just, like, I don't know, sit down and trade time for money anymore. Like, that's why the real estate stuff is so interesting to me. It's like trying to find a way to multiply my finances without
That's how we play poker. Move it along.
committing hours and hours per week. I just can't do it now. So I'm just trying to find a way to be smarter with my. I'm not saying playing poker isn't smart. Just for me personally, I just don't have the time that I know it takes to devote to poker to make any kind of meaningful money right now. So like it's very much more fun only right now for me.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you there, for sure. I definitely see it more so as just like a side thing. And
yeah.
At least for me, never a primary source.
For sure.
PZV Poker says it's just hard because 1-2 is too small and 2-5 is huge. Yeah, it's kind of a... And, I've talked to a lot of the 1-2 players here at TCH Dallas. A lot of them will say, I comfortably play a lot of 2-5 games literally everywhere else in the country, but I just can't play the 2-5 here.
Yeah.
It's just too big. And yeah, and I think a lot of players have your sentiment as well. They just wish there was some kind of 1-3, 1,000 cap, 800 cap, just something in between the two games. But
Paolo flops the nuts.
Oh, nice hand for him.
Broadway, ace, king, queen, jack, 10. And we had a 1-3 for a while. It's all demand driven. Like
back-to-back boards.
Yeah,
a room will run a game as much as there is demand for it. But if you're starting a new type of game, you kind of have to. It takes a little bit of work to get the players to show up at the right time. All all asking the same thing.
And, you know, me and another dealer, Harris, were, like, really into that 1-3. We were always, like, the first ones on it list, trying to get the game, literally trying to talk to people on the table. So, like, hey, you want to play 1-3, he said? And then, you know, what ended up happening, though, is just became a must-move game for people going to the 2 separate games.
Oh, yeah. They
would be like, oh, 1-3, there's a seat open, and they're like, oh, it's a little too big for me, I'm going to go to the 1-2. Oh, it's a little too small for me, I'm going to go to the 2-5. But it's just... If we request the 1-3 1K max, will they let it run if 9 players are interested? You would need more than 9 players to make it run. I'm sure if you had a list.
Yeah.
I mean, we're kind of known here for being able to just run games that the players want. You know, like 10-20 mix or 20-40 mix.
But they won't. I don't think they'll do it if you just have 5
right
randos.
Yeah, and the whole idea of that is the management just doesn't want tables to be breaking because that takes time. It kind of causes more stress for them. It takes time away from players having to move and relocate, or it's more stress for them to have to relocate the players. It also takes time away from the dealers having to, you know, possibly break the game in 2 hours, and then it's just, yeah.
And you're also not making money if players aren't seated playing. So, like,
exactly,
as a business, they want players seated playing. As it comes trips for Jay.
Don't know how any of these other players can continue. I guess Izzy does have 2 pair, but
yeah, this feels a little optimistic for 7 deuce.
Yeah, even if Jay was possibly bluffing here with the 7, I mean, you don't beat any of the other kickers. Jack of spades,
ace is full.
Yeah. Nuts for Jay.
Jay bets 1,500. Is he not immediately?
What if this was another misread and...
Oh, it could be.
He has pocket 7s or something. Pocket 7s or like A7. I don't know what... Yeah, like I said, I don't know what Jake could be bluffing with here.
You got any a triple barrel?
I think he's showing the 7 deuce.
Are you sick? I didn't fold.
I know.
Don't get cocky.
Izzy, of course, always good for the game.
Wow.
Okay, he makes the fold. There's no way he's going to call there,
I
right?
gave you action.
Did Jay show him before?
Hey, what a beautiful hand.
Colton Lang says, I feel like since I play casually, the tournaments at TCH are perfect for me. Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, too. I mean, $130 tournaments, very reasonable. And sometimes we'll have decent prize money up top, too.
Yeah, $130 to win
$2,000.
$2,000. Generally, they go quick, and yeah, the price point isn't miserable.
Now,
Good flavor out.
now, what I'm going to say about that, though, is it's a lot harder to manage your bankroll as a purely tournament player.
Yeah.
So if you are looking to play a lot of tournaments, I recommend the idea of using cash games as a way to supplement your tournament poker, and that way you're like either constantly free rolling or at least have some form of content income to have more tournament buy-ins. Because if you're just trying to be like, oh, I'm gonna take $10,000, just only play tournaments, you might be into a rude awakening after a year. And you might find yourself with $0 after that year.
So that was a good turn card for you.
Not that I'm saying it's impossible to just suddenly run it up and win 2 tournaments back to back like our dealer Ryan McGrew.
Oh yeah.
But it's very high variance, and someone did tell me once it's just a better idea to be able to try to supplement tournament buy-ins with cash games.
Yeah. That's what I did yesterday. I played the 130, busted in one hand, and then played some cash and did okay there and made it back. Top pair for Addy. Your Harris opened the 2/8 and the low jack.
Okay, Alvin Teaches Poker is Harris's coach.
Oh, nice.
Very cool.
Another thing that I would have loved to have coming up in poker. Yeah, because there's some very high-level thinkers that work in this no-limit game. And I'm just not there.
What deuces he got there?
The solver work you can put in gives you such an advantage, and that just takes time. Solver work, coaching,
Doing what I do sometimes.
training sites.
No game plan afterwards.
So many, and I mean, it costs something, but there's also the intent is hopefully if you have a good coach, there's an ROI there that quickly pays for itself.
Absolutely. On the button's the best time to get out of line.
100%.
We all get out of line on the button.
I've been falling asleep over here.
Seriously, well, you gotta do something, baby.
At some point, I gotta do something.
At some point, I gotta do something.
Miguel called $100 straddle. Izzy raised it to 300. Paolo 6-3 suited comes along, and Miguel rip it and chip it 2,700, 2 threes after Izzy raised with 10 deuce. He doesn't want to call off 2,400 with 10 high.
Oh, thank you, Rena. Yeah, I sneezed. It's catching some dust or something. Is he enjoying the spotlight here?
Yeah, taking his time here at the 10 deuce. Miguel takes it down.
Oh my God, yo. Where'd you see what I had? I had a deuce in my hand.
Everyone loves to hear that when you're all paying time.
Something good. Good timing is what it was.
It's the mountain cedar. Okay, yeah. I thought my eyes were a little bit itchier today. Maybe that's what we're both coughing.
Maybe so.
I'm like, I don't know.
We get the mountain cedar, but we don't get the mountains here. Seems messed up.
It's all the backwash from Colorado just flowing down into the plains.
Never drawing that to threes, even with a deuce in hand.
That is very. Well, nothing is taken for granted.
Nothing is ever drawing that threes.
Jay, ace-4 suited, limps for 100. Bean, ace-10, raising it to 400.
Mid-sip.
Look down at 2 cards you like, you get excited.
Jay's always excited. I think he's been playing 80% VP over here. Jesus Christ. They all look so good. They all just look so good.
I guess another goal of mine too. I want to finally final table one of those big tournaments here. After it's so close so many times.
Well, you see all these guys and gals doing it pretty frequently, like repeat faces. Like, why not me? You know?
Yeah. Standard seabed board. Standard.
I'm sure you've heard of the tournament player Bart.
That's a horrible seabed. Horrible.
Bogard? Yes.
Yeah.
He, him and his buddy John Bennett, where John actually made the final table of our New Year Saturday tournament, got third. You know, rang in the New Year with a nice 10K score, and then I think Bart took down a tournament elsewhere for like 8,000 or 9,000. It was just like they both went into the New Year.
Dude, yesterday Bogoli got so
nice.
out of line.
Nice, nice little headed mob scores.
Oh my god, so out of line.
He was saying some little weird
Chris,
stuff.
please, it's okay to just not speak about something.
No, it's like, yo, the mood killer is getting worse and worse, right there. Seriously, I was trying to tough through it, hopefully. Once I saw suspension, I was like, postponed, I was like, yeah. That totally killed our vibe. We would have been battling for at least 12 in the morning with that game.
Yeah. And plus,
Kenny with ace king, considering what to do, facing a raise from Edison.
Yeah, they went to John. You know, he was new to the scene, so he got a good taste of his first experience with 1025 with us.
Yeah.
So let's hope he'll give you a chance to get it back, you know.
Nice guy.
Oh, very nice, man. Very cool guy. He lost like 5K like in the very first and then he bought right back in, so you know.
8-4 deuce on a four-way pot.
I'm surprised no one has 8s here.
No one has anything.
3 remaining ones from when it started.
Yeah.
Checks all the way around to a turn. Deuce. Ace. You get Jay in trouble.
Value bet from Kenny.
Yeah, Rivers' money card.
Let's see how Jay could fold here.
No way. No way, dude.
For 500?
I wonder if he's considering raising.
Oh, what a fold. What a fold.
Semi-bluff?
What was it?
I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Oh, okay, nice.
He was talking
And Jay's like,
whew.
whew.
And he hates the flop. And
Did you really?
I gotta wait till the river to hit this shit.
You know, I guess in his defense, his kicker didn't play, so he may felt like he was chopping at best. If, you know, a player like Kenny's betting on river on an ace.
Yeah, very, very good point.
Where, you know, we literally have not seen Kenny go out of line. What he's played, he's gone to showdown like twice. Not any shade on him. He's been playing very, very solid poker tonight. Where I'd like to see a spot where I see Kenny, Kenny take advantage of his image and maybe try to pull off a sick play.
He's got 20,000 in his stack. I can't remember what he started with. But
I think 10, so he's up a band there.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
No one's ever gonna like criticize you for being a winner.
Right.
Yeah, it's like.
Check the scoreboard.
At least from my point of view, I mean, it's like you can't criticize a guy if he's winning.
100%. You can, but it's not going to be received well. Top pair for Paolo. And Miguel.
He's going to ship it with his
second pair.
Pair of sevens, and I don't see how Paolo can fold there. He doesn't make it. He's going to make the call.
Paolo has aces.
$7,000 pot.
There'll be blood.
Jack of spades. Miguel needs an ace or a 7.
That's
6.
even more of an action river card.
Not gonna do it. And Miguel felt it once again. Doth he reach into his bottomless bag?
20. He's in for 20 right now.
I know Salmon loved the river. I know he did.
Who is this guy?
On the river, they both thought they lost.
For sure.
So we see another.
But he's
I'll
a
give you
boss.
10% of the pot right now if you just fold.
Right, negotiations or something like that.
Fold like the deuce
I've
of
had
spades.
shit like that happen
Let's
to me. Like,
go.
also, like, the turn comes and it changes like the guy's set. You want
This is another.
This is so
I
baller.
know you have
This
it.
is
What do you
so
want? It's like, I
baller.
said one time. Like, what is this? Let's just do 2 rivers.
That's the move, bro.
'Cause now the
I don't know if I ever want to be that desensitized to the value money.
I love it.
You here for it?
I'm here for it. I'd love to give it a shot.
Someone backed Ben Kirby into the $10,000 limit tournament.
Please, let's do it.
Started GoFundMe.
We get a full schedule of 10K mixed game tournaments. See if I can't break even.
How much is it? How much is
Dude, the guys are so good at that level. Like who's that guy that's won the 10K Dealer's Choice 3 years in a row? It'll come to me. Those guys know the math on all the mixed games perfectly. Like they have such an advantage against we recreationals down here in peasant land. Two spades, pretty good for Jay.
You say change it up for the luck purpose? Is that why? Okay. I heard you say it. I'm like,
25 doesn't work that well.
so the semi tried 3. Okay. All right, interesting.
I would test everything, but I have in my closet, there's like a space, so all the clothes I wear stop more than 20K.
Change all of them.
I just put it in.
Wow.
Those are like, I never gonna wear again.
Wow.
Seriously, my girlfriend can.
I've never heard anyone do that before.
Again, I missed it.
What do you do?
There's like a section in my closet. It's all the clothes, all the jackets I wear, where I have like a 25K or more losing sessions.
Oh, is that what it is?
So
Yeah.
25K. It's like 20 jackets right now.
Yep. You gotta switch up the attire. Switch up the tire. No more
it's like
jackets.
these clothes are dead to me. I don't
These clothes are dead to me. Burn them.
Paolo, ace king, folded to him on the cutoff.
If that works for you, then
Again, I'm sorry. Let's go.
Jay with queen jack and a small blind.
okay, all right.
I mean, why do you think?
Miguel in for another 10K. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's fair.
I mean, I guess it works a little bit.
I gotta-
Maybe I would have like 40 if I didn't.
That's
do
true.
it.
I gotta look into this theory.
I gotta look
And
at
remember
this.
when
Jack
I
right in the
lose
door.
and what I was wearing.
Second pair for Edison. Broadway draw for Paolo.
That's true.
2 in a row.
I won't listen to the same song if I lose a big pot. Heard that?
What's
like
that?
Milo Juju. Like if I'm
Seven
listening
of
to
hearts in the
song,
turn
lose a
brings
big
a
pot,
straight
never
draw
listen
for
to
Miguel.
I got into like a car accident. I was listening to like a band. I threw the CD out. Never listened to the band ever after that. It was so like that.
Human psychology is so interesting.
Yeah, right.
So interesting.
Like the butterfly effect is already there, but we feel like, you know,
Yeah.
the hell with this song. Addy's like, I'm never listen to this song ever again.
It's like bigger than like a 30K.
I had the nuts in the turn when the river hit.
Yeah, it's like PTSD.
That the call from Edison. Edison looking to hit a queen or 10 on this river.
After that
I can't
hit.
listen to Taylor Swift anymore.
No more Taylor Swift for
What a
Addy.
shame.
Deuce.
Safe river card for Miguel. I think it's a good spot here to try to go for a check. Yeah, I like the check here. It's hard to get value from a weaker hand. And it kind of gives Edison some rope here to possibly bluff. But he has a lot of showdown value.
Yeah, this is close. I think you see Edison go either way with it. He's going to bet small. 700.
I think it's thin value from
Yeah.
Edison. Yeah. Nice check there for Miguel.
Yeah, Miguel, $3,300 pot. Headed back in the right direction.
Guess Edison was maybe trying to go for 10-9. Very, very like super thin.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I don't really get to talk to. I don't really see Edison that often, so definitely would have been interesting on what that thought process was.
Seems like he knows what he's doing.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why I'm
imagine.
curious. Pocket 8s, maybe. Gutter ball in return.
See, in limit, you just bet. Just bet.
And you probably get called by any one of the cards on the board, right?
Yeah. So it's all profitable in the long run. That's your second pair. You're getting calls from bottom and third pair. Addy with the two-piece himself. Not a ton from Addy tonight. Relatively quiet, considering. Ace, 9, 10. Kimmy Stone with the $4.99 super chat. Graphic looks good. The layout is not my favorite, but those commentators are fire. Love you guys. Can't wait to play tomorrow. Cheers, Texas Kim. Thank you, dear Texas Kim.
Appreciate the nice super chat there, Kimmy.
Best of luck tomorrow. We appreciate the generosity.
And y'all, if y'all enjoy watching Texas Kim play some high stakes poker, so definitely tune in tomorrow. I'll be commentating with another guest commentator. Y'all have to tune in tomorrow to find out who that is. You've seen this player before, they've played on our live stream before, but they've never commentated before.
Does their name rhyme with Wildo?
There's a chance.
Or Brick Lime?
I was trying to think of like another name for that too. I was like, what can I say that's not like sounds weird? Surprise, absolutely, Kimmy. Yeah, there's gonna be and you've probably played with this person as well, actually.
Yeah, it's just 100.
Thank you for tuning in, Kimmy. Really appreciate the support as always. Shout out to Kimmy for $4.99.
I didn't know how far. I know. I didn't want to rush you.
Jesus, I would have upset
Tens for
him.
Harris.
I know.
Raise with a nice hand.
Wait, but it's not the double though. So like, we can't put it on like that.
Huh?
I thought you only do the double.
Raise it to 300 in hijack.
changed.
Edison Ace Queen suited in the big blind.
Wisdom.
These two battles earlier.
He was like, no, I just gave you 10.
Read that.
Put that straddle.
Edison and Safine with Ace 10 suited. Quickly folding.
One time, he was higher than a 3.
Kirby's just, you know, making jokes.
It'll be on the, I'm playing the, me and, Sabine's not, are you playing Wednesday? Did you ask?
Wednesday's usually more
Yeah,
difficult.
probably already filled or something.
Probably, yeah.
No,
Harris is going to
Well, last week,
come
I'm trying to
along.
play Wednesday.
Heads up once again. Tens versus Ace Queen. Seems fair.
I got lucky.
King of Hearts. What a flop here. Second pair in the royal draw for Edison.
I was like, huh? She's like,
Open-ended
she's
straight
flying
draw
in.
for
I'm like,
Harris.
Who the heck is flying in from London to play at the TCHD? I'm like, what?
Oh, it might be Sam actually. I know a guy.
It was somebody.
Could be. Or it could be. Actually, I know multiple
It's gonna be a lot of people over there.
Glad he did.
I just don't know who it
play
is.
from some guy from London. I'd rather hang out with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, geez, take our money and go back to London with it? What's going on?
If it's the guys I'm
Both
thinking about, they
with
don't
pretty
run
similar
well,
stack sizes here. Oh,
9.
nice.
Perfect for Harris.
Nice turn card for Harris.
Clip this for the coach. King high straight for Harris. Edison still with second pair and the royal flush draw. which we see is not a true royal flush draw, given that Harris has the 10 of hearts. Edison checks over to Harris with the king high straight. $1,400. Saucy price. $5,700 in the middle. I don't know how you fold. Oh, you're right. Safine did fold ace-10. Oh, that sucks. Too cheap for Edison to fold. Just
yes, biggest pot for both these players. Big river card here.
Oh, wow. Perfect for Edison. Rivers the ace high flush. 7,100 in the middle, and both have less than a pot size bet. Basically half a pot size bet between them.
Brutal river card there for Harris.
And this is puke city for Harris, and he knows it. Once Edison rips it, which I'm assuming is going to happen. He does rip it. Harris internally puking.
This is so brutal because, you know, he has a 10 of hearts, so there's so few combos of flushes out now. There's king of hearts out there, jack of hearts out there, and Harris.
$11,000 pot so far.
And Harris getting an insane price here, and he beats, you know, obviously beats sets, beats two pairs, beats ace king with the ace heart, beats aces with the ace of hearts.
It would be hard to fold this hand for me.
The only problem is that effective stack sizes. Would Edison ever bluff for this amazing price? I don't know.
Right.
Like it just, if it was a larger bet, then I could say I don't know if you can fold this straight here. But it's almost like the price is too good for him to ever be bluffing here. This would be a sick fold if Harris could find it here. I mean, money saved, money earned.
Is he ever turning two pair into a bluff? Is he ever turning pair and trying to think.
Such a strong line too from Edison.
Yeah. You feel for Harris because this spot sucks.
Yeah.
You wait all night to play a pot this size.
Getting like 4-1 on the river.
Yeah, to hit your card. You're getting 4-1 on the river, but you just know that it's so unlikely you're good. But I think we've all been in these spots where it's like, just show it to me.
Double blocking the nut straight too. It's just like, oh man.
Daniel Dunn makes a good point. Have to be a little worried of being folded off the chop as well. It's like, yeah, it's less likely because you've got two 10s in your hand, but yes, technically your opponent could also have a 10 and trying to get you off of a straight, and he's like, I don't know.
That makes the price even worse though. If you feel like you're only calling for chops and then losing everything else, then it's just like, oh, it's so puke. He looks like he wants to fold, but knows what the price he's getting right now.
Yeah. Is he ever bluffing 1 out of 4 times? I don't know.
What do y'all think in chat? I mean, oh, so puke. I think he has to fold.
C's close to either. So close to either.
Oh, what a nice
fold.
Woo. Wow, what a fold. Great fold there from Harris. Yeah, having the 10 of hearts out there, or in his hand, removes so many combos of hearts that,
Is it one more hand?
that Edison could have. So it's just such a brutal spot there for Harris. But again, for my point, where I was like, well, can Edison ever have a bluff for this price? I don't think so. I mean, I think it'd be suicidal, right? It's like
I could see myself sitting there long enough and talking myself into it, though.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, okay, maybe he had ace jack, and he sees the heart, and he's trying to disrupt flush some of the time. But props to Harris for making a really hard fold. It's hard.
What easy fold are you talking? That's a great bluff card. Jesus Christ.
Oh, the set?
Here we go again.
All right.
He says this shit, but then he calls with bottom pair.
did you fold a set? No, I had a much stronger hand.
Absolutely. That's
Other times I'm not. What are you
That's
gonna
why
do?
we.
Welcome to
I want to see Alvin chime in on
Bottom pairs
that.
could be good there.
I'd be very interested on what your thought process would be there.
3, 5, 6, 2 hearts.
I did the same thing with just
Straight draw from Miguel.
Harvey one time. I got him to fold a set of queens. Yeah.
I mean, he could have done that
I
just
ref the
now.
first
For
came
sure.
on the river. And I donked, so usually when people donk, they have it.
Great fold there from Harris.
Doug R with a really good point. If I had to buy his cards, I'd probably fold.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I think so, me too. Yeah. Somehow, I'd still find a way to screw it up.
When you get her, you
get a chop.
One liner to a straight.
You get him to fold it.
Deuce on the end. 7s and deuces for Miguel.
Speaking of the devil.
Man, Miguel's having a blast.
Pay up, everybody. Pay up. Blackjack.
flip it away.
All right, Mitchell A here. I love this comment here.
500? 500 flip. 500 flip.
Now they're doing a flip.
All right, Izzy, heads up, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely, I totally agree with you there, Mitchell. Like, price is great, but if you know if you're not beating anything, price doesn't matter sometimes.
Come on, man.
True that.
One hand.
I believe it. I believe it.
I think the flip will be the one.
All right, it looks like we're doing a flip to end the stream tonight. So thank y'all so much for tuning in. Let's see.
Man, we made it. 4 hours.
There we are. What's up, guys? Yeah, we're still here. Commentating live from Dallas, Texas. We'll start the flip here, see who wins it, and I really appreciate everyone for tuning in for all the 4 hours.
Yeah, it's been a fun one. A lot of fun, a couple new characters and recurring familiar faces. Thank you to everybody that's joined us for the last 4 hours and experienced some of this high-stakes action with us in real time. And again, if you haven't hit that like button for us, make sure you hit the like button. Roundhouse kick that like button to the face. Subscribe if you haven't. Tell your dad and your cousin to subscribe as well.
Your aunt, your uncle, grandmother.
That's right. And I'm assuming it's either Safine or Izzy that's still big winner tonight. So curious to see who came out on top
I'm not.
in the #1 spot. But thank you to all the players that put up their own hard-earned money potentially in tonight's game. And
Miguel win it?
That is a great Badoogie.
Like 2 pair?
Wait, I had no chance to make money.
Let's go.
Aces and nines.
Yeah, Miguel deserves this one. With all the action he's given tonight. Nice little pot there.
Better luck next time, Miguel. Thanks for joining us. Always fun to watch a new player bring some energy to the stream. And I think that's going to do it for us here from Dallas. For Data and everybody back here in the TCH booth, thanks for joining us. And until tomorrow night, have a good night.
Appreciate everyone tuning in. Till tomorrow.